there is no problem with Nigeria. First, let me thank you for this program.
Thank you,
and it's an honor to be here.
Thank you, sir.
First, let me say that the problem we have today in Nigeria is caused by the decades of silence of Nigerians. We deserve what we have.
Oh my God.
And that is the situation we have found ourselves. When the people remain too silent, and their commonwealth are being spirited away, what you observe, what you experience is what we are not having today. When in your own house, you can put a fence around your house, somebody comes into your house and he tries to steal, you can try to resist the person and all that. But when your commonwealth is being stolen as a people, you remain silent, then you bear the brunt. In the words of Chinua Achebe in his book, Things Fall Apart, when a stranger comes into your house and defecates on the floor, what do you do? Do you close your eyes? No, I pick up a stick and break his head. That is what Chinua Achebe said. So until we begin to realize that the time has come for we, the people, to stand up on a common platform and speak with one voice, we shall always continue to complain on the social media while the politicians continue to speak with one voice and practice one religion behind closed doors while they share our commonwealth.
Wow, wow, that was massive. Wow, you said Nigeria is suffering under decades of silence, and
Yes.
our problem is like we let our commonwealth be stolen by a stranger. Then you made a quote from Things Fall Apart from Chinua Achebe that if somebody make feces in front of your house, you're definitely going to attack that person. Wow, that was wonderful. Wow, thank you so very much, sir. We will be getting to ask you a lot of questions, and our beautiful, wonderful people here, all our guests, they will be asking questions, mostly direct, and mostly they are going to write it and we are going to read it out. Yes. Now we have two of our guests.
Babalola is my name. Hello?
Hello?
You hear me? Babalola is my name.
Hello, sir. Mr. Babalola, we welcome you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you greatly. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I join you now,
All right, sir. Not a problem, sir. You can mute your phone, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we all know the situation in Nigeria now. This situation is telling on us. It's very sad. And everybody is to profile a way out for us, because the world is laughing at Nigeria. The situation is very chaotic. And I mean, I don't know what to say, because this is really it's getting closer to looking like war is going to happen. It's getting closer because things are falling apart. Nigeria for now is bleeding. And we will need to profile serious solution. Mr. Frederick said our commonwealth is stolen from us because we are the cause of this malaise, this problem that we see ourselves in. We are the cause of it because we opened our doors and we are knocked on every side. So we will be deliberating and speaking on this very issue today. Once again, I welcome you all to today's show. The title again is Nigeria on the Threshold. What next? So, Mr. Odorige, I have a question for you, sir. My questions for you is, do you see Nigerians, do you see Nigeria, do you see us in Nigeria coexisting as one? Is this possible, or will it be a myth? Mr. Odorige.
Whether we have been existing since 1960. And if we are going to disintegrate, it's not something that will happen on Facebook or WhatsApp. And if it is God's will that we should disintegrate, no man can stop it. If it's God's will that we should remain, nobody can stop it. Who says a thing and it cometh to pass when the good Lord commanded it not? You know, the issue of whether we are going to disintegrate or not is a prophetic question. So it needs prophetic answer. For me, I don't believe in disintegrating Nigeria. We are all angry, whether Biafra, Duduwa, Ibom, Arewa. We, the people, have been marginalized. There is no one person in Nigeria that can say he has been marginalized more than the other. Each and every one of us has been marginalized. The Northerners have ruled the longest number of years, but today they are the least educated, most insecure, 88% of the poorest in Nigeria, highest number of persons living internally come from internally displaced persons, but they have ruled the longest number of times, right? Yeah. So why is it like that? Because they have been marginalized by their people. I am from Delta State. We had, that is, let's say Niger Delta. We had a president in the name of Jonathan Goodluck, who was there for 6 years. If he had given us just stable electricity within 6 years, 100 Buharis would not have won him. Why? He marginalized us. Today, part of the Igbos, they want Biafra. The Easterners have produced 2 presidents in Nnamdi Azikiwe and Agiu Ironsi. It's not important whether the person stayed for 80 days or 100 days. The Easterners have produced a vice president in Alex Ekweme. They have produced 7 Senate presidents like no other region. Wow. They have produced Ike Ikweremandu as deputy Senate president for 12 years. What did they do for their people? Today, we want Oduduwa. Obasanjo signed Sharia into law. That is the foundation of Islamic extremism. Why are Oduduwa not asking him questions? He was the one that enacted the 1979 Constitution, part of which you have the 1999 Constitution. In fact, the 1999 Constitution has 95% of what we have the 1979 Constitution that we are all arguing about today. Who enacted it into law and passed it over to Shehu Shagari, the same Oduduwa, Matthew Obasanjo. The Yorubas have produced Ernest Shonokan. What did they do for his people? The Yorubas have produced Oladipo Diya, the de facto president under Abacha. What did he do for his people? Today, we have Osinbajo. We cannot be saying Buhari must go when we're not saying Osinbajo must go. Buhari and Osinbajo must go. Number 2 in government, what has it done for Duduwa people? Who is marginalizing who? We have the number 4 person in government, Femi Gbajabiamila, Speaker of the House of Reps, from Oduduwa. What has it done for his people? Who is marginalizing who? Now, we have the beginning of marginalization in Nigeria is that Wazobia currency note we're talking about. The same people that have ruled Nigerians, they want disintegration today. Out of 371 tribes, they picked 3 tribes to make 50 naira note, Wazobia. They must withdraw that currency note from circulation. That is the genesis of marginalization. You pick 3 tribes. What about the other 368 tribes? These same tribes are crying marginalization. Is it me and Roboman that is marginalizing the big states, where the highest we have reached is the current Deputy Senate President, Ovie Omoagege, the highest, the 5th largest ethnic group in Nigeria. So the problem is not about this region has been marginalized, this region has been marginalized. Most of them have been in government. What did they do? The problem is that we, the people, our silence is the problem. Until we come together and begin to speak with one voice on a common platform, people will just die for nothing based on ideologies. Mark you, underline, I respect any call for self-determination. It is constitutional, it is their right, but I do not support it because our silence put us where we are now. Look at all the suffering going on in the north, all the killing. Did you see the people protesting? They're not protesting because they have been brainwashed with religion. But once you mention something against Quran now or Allah, you will see the massive demonstration. Is there somewhere in the Quran that tells you that your governor should not give you good life? Or that you should not speak out when your governor is oppressing you? The 50 naira Wazobia currency note is not only about marginalization of the people or tribes, it's also about marginalization of the women. If you look at the 50 naira currency note, you will see 7 figures. 6 are men, just 1 is woman. It's a woman. And that is why today you have less than 7% of Nigerian women in the legislature and in the government. So these are symbols of marginalization. So anytime you put a 50 naira note into your pocket, you are promoting marginalization. The government should withdraw that currency note. So these are issues of whether Nigeria should break or Nigeria should not break. The problem of Nigeria is Nigerians. Who will tolerate what we are tolerating as a country? Which people in a normal society we tolerate what we are tolerating from a few persons? 5 persons in government oppressing 206 million people, and we just complain and talk about tribe and religion. But when senators are stealing the money, they speak one tribe, practice one religion, they close the door. But when they want to divide us, they divide us with ethnicity and religion. When will the Nigerian people be wise? That out of 206 million people, we have not been able to mobilize 1 million on the street at a time. They arrest us on the street because we're not many enough. We're not many enough. The population of the Nigerian Police, Army, Navy, Air Force is 570,000. That is less than the population of Ojo local government area in Lagos State. Wow. You tell me that if we hit 2 million on the street, that the police will run. They will put their uniform and join us. Then it is very easy for somebody to tell me, with the fear now. Now fear, it is the population. Our weapon is our population. Revolution without ammunition. That is what we want. We can change government without killing anybody, without burning tires, without looting our neighbor's property. If we are many, we can overcome. 1 million we cannot get in Nigeria. What is the problem with the people? We just complain because we have conditioned ourselves to hardship. And people will say, now so we see now what we go do now. Who tell you say you don't know what you go do? Go to social media and see how people are arguing and insulting themselves. But the people causing the problem, they are not on social media. So these are just some things I just want to say, because we cannot continue like this as a people. The time has come for us to begin to formulate new strategies on how we can change this system. How we can change this system. New strategies. New strategies. When the Egyptians protested in their revolution of 2011, the first day, Hosni Mubarak shot people, people died, but in anger, the people regrouped the next day, and they came out in millions. 12 days on the street. Hosni Mubarak was forced to resign. An election was held. Mohamed Morsi won, became president. 1 year later, he was not performing well. Egyptians hit the street again. They forced him to resign. So after that, they did another election, and that was how we have the current president of Egypt. What am I saying here? It is not a guarantee that if somebody enters into office, he must have his 4 years tenure, like Buhari is doing now. If the people say go, you must go. But are the people ready to say go enough? Buhari told us to learn when he was desperately hustling to be president of Nigeria. He told us to learn from the revolution of Egypt, because he saw what they did. So now that is a challenge. We have to come out and key into that. So when we say we fear, since we don't they fear, they come. People know they die. People will even die tomorrow. So this is just an aspect of what I want to say. Then just we begin to wake up, we begin to speak with one voice, because what I tell you, any agitation to want to break Nigeria, people will just die. Many people will just die for nothing, because there are no strategies now. We can have all the rallies, all the jamborees and all that, but all those ones does not change, that does not break a country. It does not. So we must begin to think of how do we come together. And I can tell you straight away that the people that can mobilize Nigerians to hit the street now, because there must be a starting point, is Nigerian celebrities. They have wide fan base. If they come out, Wizkid, Davido, if they come out and they say, today we are going to talk about insecurity, we are not going to continue with this insecurity. No, we want a brand new constitution. No, we want regional restructuring. Let us hit the street. We'll close the street. We'll close everywhere. Until the government listens to us, they will listen. Why did NSAS fail? Immediately after the killing at Lekki Tollgate, we chickened out. No, immediately the next day we ought to have regrouped like what the Egyptians did, because we already had international attention. The crowd was already there. Celebrities were already there, but we did not continue the next day. But I can tell you, as we continue to remain silent, one day they will come for each and every one of us. First, they came for Omoyele Sowore, and we did not speak out because we are not revolutionaries. Then they came for Nnamdi Kanu. We did not speak out because we are not pro-Biafrans. Then they came for Sunday Igboho. We have not spoken out because we are not pro-Oduduwa. One day, just one day, they will come for each and every one of us, and there will be no one left to speak or fight for us, because there will be no one left. So we either fight and win together or lose and die separately. It is better to live for something than to die for nothing. Let me rest for now.
Wow. Thank you so very much. Honorable Frederick Odorige. Wow, you spoke in volume. I am so touched. We have a lot of hands raised because people want to hear their own view. But before I give people the chance to hear their own view, which is very pertinent to our discussion, I will want Dr. Chidi Dr. Chidi to say something about that before I ask him his own original question. Dr. Chidi, sir.
What do you want me to say? What do you want me to talk about?
I want you to just buttress what Mr. Odorige has said, or if you have anything to say about it, and how do you see it?
Well, Frederick he talked about a lot of things, so
Yes.
I can't begin to comment on all of them. One thing I would like to say, because you see, that's the beautiful thing about democracy, you know, of the human being. Okay, and that is what was recognized when people came out with the fundamental human rights declaration, because they recognized that every human being has their own individuality. We all think differently, we all perceive differently, and so they guaranteed everybody's right to think in the way they deem necessary. So I'm very, very cautious in trying to insist that people must behave a certain way. Um, you see, you cannot tell people when to cry, how to cry. Okay. Um, when it comes to I'm an Igbo man, any day, anytime. And I, as an Igbo man, with everything that's been said about the Igbo man, if the Igbo man chooses to comment about what he is going through, the Igbo man chooses that, look, I have been marginalized. Every other person may have been marginalized in Nigeria. Every other person may be feeling what they are feeling. But the Igbo man chose to say that, yes, they are presidents. Yes, they are governors, ministers, and every other thing that Frederick had listed here. But we are saying that right now, the way we see them, we are marginalized. We can't say that because another person, and you know, I'm someone like people will always joke, they say, Chidi, you wear so many hats. Yes, I believe that where we have gotten to in Nigeria, you know, that's where you started. You're asking me the state of the nation right now. What we need is a complete shutdown and overhaul. That's what we refer to when we're calling for a revolution. We're saying that nothing can work anymore. Nothing can lead us past where we are. So we need to start all over. So that's we're calling for revolution all over Nigeria, but then specifically for Igbo people. Under Nnamdi Kanu, they have recognized what their problem is, and they have said, this is what we are saying. We cannot come and tell the Yoruba person how to pursue their own. We cannot come and tell any other tribe, whether big or small, how they want to present their problem. But as far as we are concerned, though, this is what we are feeling. And that's the one that I don't want to argue with them about it or tell them. Another thing I'm going to say now, you can't tell them that they will not succeed or that it is not the best thing. As long as the right to self-determination is guaranteed, as long as the right to self-determination is guaranteed, the person would have to express it. Whether it will work or it will not work, it's no longer our prerogative. Our prerogative with them, our concern with them is that you must allow them to express themselves. Na person wey dey feel the pain, na him go shout. I can't, when somebody get pain, I say, no, the way you're shouting, you need to cry a certain way. That's the point I wanted to make when it comes to that matter. Let people just, I was in a program before coming to this one. And the lady kept insisting, I was talking about Edo people, her argument, she was so annoyed that, that Nnamdi Kanu put Edo people in the map. Why should he do that? That was the biggest problem. And I told her, why should this be the biggest problem? This is somebody who, like Frederick Odorige just said now, has looked and he has seen that our problem is in ourselves. That we are sitting down, not doing anything. They come and kill the first person, we no talk. They kill the second person, no talk. What's Nnamdi Kanu say, no, me I go talk, I go shout. And then he came up with his own plan. You don't have to accept that plan. But at least somebody is doing something. That's what we are saying. Imagine if all of us, okay, why are we talking? Why are we having this meeting right now? If there was not people like Omoyele Sowore, we will be doing what we're doing. Is Omoyele Sowore perfect? No. You think, do Nigerians even accept him? No. The person that's even doing something is rejected. Nnamdi Kanu came with his own. He's rejected. I like the analogy. Okay, you don't like Showore's revolution. Okay, now. They arrested him, they put him in court, they tried to stop the revolution. Did it stop your problem? No. You still complain, you still asking me for money. The same me that told you to go on the street, you say, no, bros, forget that. You still call me to send you money. Okay, as they push Showore, I thought that by the time they arrested Showore and put him in jail, Nigeria's problem will be solved. No, it didn't happen. Okay, until he can't touch you, you do NSAS. Say, yes, so Showore, don't come near us. All you old people, we don't need you. We are the Sorosoke generation. Now we know what it be. After that, they killed you. It didn't solve your problem. Some of you didn't even like NSAS. Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB, you don't like them. Sunday Igboho, you don't like them. Who do you even like? What do you want? I mean, I don't know what else. What do you want? What do you really want? I don't know anymore. I don't. That's why I told you, Nigeria is an accident going to happen. You know it will happen. But it's just when it's not about how or it will happen, except we stop. I'm not saying, except we argue or talk about it. Like you have to, except you stop, like stop now. Just stop now. If you don't do it, are you hearing me? I see some people waving. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you. So that's where we stand with things. Okay, that's the comment I can make about that. You
please mute yourself. Please mute yourself, please. We don't want people who are not talking to stop the conversation for now, please.
Yeah, so you said you were going to ask me a question.
Yes, sir. I was going to ask you a question. Thank you. You were very elaborate on the way you explained the situation. And what you're saying basically is like, we are our own express problems. It is well understood. Dr. Chidi, it has been quite an attempt to extraditing Alison Madueke from the UK for corruption charges. All the effort was elusive. Why was Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, why was he extradited in that manner? And I want to ask, my question is he a fugitive? And why did the Kenyan government, why did they give him up that way? Those are my questions. And why did the, what is his name? Attorney General of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, why did he not show us the extradition orders in a democratic dispensation that we believe to be practicing in Nigeria? That's for you, sir.
Let me make a very clear distinction in what is going on. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was never extradited to Nigeria. He was not extradited to Nigeria. He was kidnapped and brought back to Nigeria. It's just that they succeeded this time around. They tried it with Umaru Diko, the same Buhari. So that is just his way of operation. I want you to know that even if you have clearly stood trial in a country and you have already been you've already been convicted. Listen to me, oh. You stood trial. You have been convicted of murder, but you managed to escape from the country where you were convicted, and you ended up in another country. That country cannot put you in a taxi or bus or gongoro and send you back to your own country. That is against international laws. It is not done that way. The procedure is that that country's law, which is accepted universally, that country's law would have to subject you to an extradition hearing. You would have to tell them reasons why they would not have to send you back to your country. It is when you lose that hearing that they will have to send you back to your country. Pretty much like a refugee case. Initially, as the president of Nigerian Canadian Association here, when the Minister of Immigration had to be sent back to Nigeria by the Canadian government to go and do something, to say that, there are too many Nigerians here in Canada who need to do something. When he came back, they were trying to talk to us, and I was going to come on air to try to defend Nigerians here. That, you know what, we are not illegal immigrants. That a lot of us here immigrated legally. That we are not illegal refugees. That's the word, illegal refugees. The president of the Nigerian Canadian Lawyers Association, Kingsley Jesurobo, honorable guy, he told me, Chidi, come on, you cannot do that. There is nothing like a legal, listen carefully, there is nothing like a legal refugee. A refugee is a refugee. Refugee in a person where they run for their life. The thing where they do, whether they steal passport, whether they change their name, whether they change their face, whether they say they be man, whether they be woman, like Abraham in the Bible, anything where they do to end up in another man's country, once they come into that country, you must process them as a refugee, receive them, give them comfort, house them, provide legal assistance for them, provide social work and all of that. It is, and give them their day in court. Before that day reach, you're going to give them money. They maintain them. It is after they have gone through the hearing process in a court of competent jurisdiction. It is when the judge has said, the reason where you give us, that reason no enter. Now that time when the aduro where you chop, no come make sense again, then they go return you. So what Nigeria has done is Nigeria has messed up big time, and with Nigeria and Kenya, that big something what they do now. So that is what I want to say about that extradition. About other people that you say it is difficult for them to extradite, it's just like what Frederick said. There are two tribes really in this whole struggle. The tribe of the oppressed, which cuts across whether you're Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa, Fulani, and everybody. All of us, they one side. The tribe of the oppressors, not them, they know each other. They're not serious now. They're not, if they want to repatriate, if they want to extradite, you know how many people they go extradite? You know how many people for Canada here, you know how many people get house? If I show you house we belong to Nigerians in Canada here, you go swear, you go carry knife, trick me, say children a lie. Do you know how many planes that Nigerians own? You see, that's why when we begin to talk all these activist things, the same people who are suffering and smiling will come to my page and you'll be doing mad for me. They look you. And they look you, say you don't even know what is happening to you. They're not going to extradite. How person go extradite himself? Do you know what it means? It get people where you, if you extradite them, your own don't finish. There are people who were Ogas boys. When they are big boys now for outside. If Oga there touch them, now them buy all the houses where they buy in their name. So Oga cannot extradite them. They are all connected to each other now. Even all these people we are talking about, it is now one person they steal government money. Before you steal government money, every other person they involved. So they cannot extradite them. They know what thing they do. The people where they extradite, now the real people where they give them trouble. You hear say Nnamdi Kanu and Showora and Igboho share money together. Have you hear say Frederick and Chidi and who share money together? No. But the people where they share the money together amongst themselves, they will never do this thing against each other. So unless the day where we realize, say now we by ourselves go solve our problem, we will go continue like this, and it keeps getting worse and worse and worse until one day we go just see a boom, everything goes scatter. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Dr. Chidi. Oh my God, that was very explosive. And thank you. You really cleared the hair on the case of the extradition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Thank you so very much. I'm going to now throw it to the floor because I have a lot of hands raised. And I will give you 2 minutes to ask your questions. First, I'm going to call in on Comrade Elijah to blaze the trail. Comrade Elijah. So please unmute yourself, sir, and quickly ask your question, please.
Okay. Yeah, it's a pleasure to be among the participants this evening. I am calling from Nigeria here, so it's a pleasure to meet with you here.
Thank you,
My
sir.
question is this: despite the agitation, despite the effort of Nigerians, the good one, no matter how we still have some bad ones, we cannot do out of that. Are you with me?
Yes, we are listening, sir.
Okay. Effort of answers, we have learned from that aspect. Effort from Sunday Igboho, we have learned from that aspect. Effort from Nnamdi Kanu, we have learned from this aspect. Effort from the international citizens outside the country, we have learned from them. But I will bring 2 points out. After this government, they are the next. When we are talking about power, they are the chief in command of the armed forces. They have the weapons, they have everything to use to fight against people that want to obstruct, that want to come their way. Is there no any other way? I can make a suggestion that why can't somebody, is that in Africa here, we have a lot of things that make us to be a pride of Africans. I'm going to say, even to just disappear in their midst, one-on-one, get this man, eradicate him, or give him a mandate that if you don't do this thing, I'm coming back the next day and I'm taking your life. Why can't Nigeria strategize in this way rather than coming out again? Because these people, they are just killing people, and they are discomforting people. When you look at what we learn from this answer, are you with me? Hello?
Yes, sir, we're listening.
Yeah.
Okay. Now look at the life and properties that was being damaged, and at the end of the day, they put all the blames on the protesters. Look at the lady that was fronting, that had the evidence of every other thing that's happening there, the J Switch. We didn't hear anything about her anymore. She doesn't have any kind of freedom to work, except that, okay, if the government can see him, they will they will just they can waste a life. And the ICC are there. What with the international, all the international people are just saying nobody to come and aid our rescue. A lot of votes, a lot of online votes. Nothing is being done. So I think I make a suggestion. Why can't an individual that is very powerful, extra powerful, just appear in the presence of this president or the Senate, give them a mandate? This is what we want. If you don't give all this thing by this particular period, we are coming back, we are taking your life. And it happened to one person, it happened to the second person. I believe there will be a drastic change, a solution to this problem. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You've said a lot. And I believe you asked the question as well too. And from your question, Honorable Frederick has answered that, and Dr. Chidi too, that everything is in the hands of we Nigerians. If we don't come forth to come into togetherness and come out in millions to protest, because we have 340 police. So if we are 1 million, 2 million on the street, these 10,000 people controlling 206 million people will not have that power. They will know, we will make them understand what democracy is all about. Now I'm going to call in on
I have said it, we have learned a lot of lessons from all this effort Nigerians have been made. So please, either in a volume, individually, we have made a lot of effort, and this thing is not like giving, is not shaking the government. Why can't we use this other method? Like Shifibo and other people, powerful people that are in this Nigeria one, and give him a mandate. Whoever that is in that position, as a president, as a governor, as a person in the key position, appear to him on one-on-one. We call it spiritual. At the end of the day, I believe there will be a drastic change.
Well, thank you, Mr. Elijah. You said it well, but you have to understand that the government of today, they don't even see anybody, right? These are cabals. If you will understand the meaning of cabals, they don't believe we exist, and they are not willing to learn or listen to any person. Please let me call on Mr. Botten Eduvier. Mr. Botten Eduvier from South Africa. Please, can you please unmute?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you loud and clear.
Thanks, I appreciate for being in this platform, and I'm so happy. First of all, I don't know why other comrades are not here. I can't see other comrades who they were on the flyers, which is disappointing. And to say is that whatever we are discussing or whatever we are doing should be very, 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 how will I say, like should have a meaning. Do you understand? Not just come and talk, at the end of the day, we are not achieving anything. First of all, I want to say, yes, we've been talking about revolution for many years, and though it has gained some kind of momentum, but the way I see it, it looks like we haven't achieved anything. And the way Nigeria is going, Nigeria, like you say on the platform, is on the brink of collapsing. So what do we do? What is the way forward? We have a lot of comrades who are fighting for the change or for separation out of Nigeria. To me, I think we are not doing the right thing. We are not doing the right thing in Nigeria, because the things we are all fighting for, it looks like we are not achieving anything. Nigeria right now is in a chaotic scenario whereby we don't even know where we are going. Biafra want to break out, Oduduwa want to break out, revolution, the other people are fighting for revolution. So what are we fighting for at the end of the day? Are we going to get Biafra at the end of the day? Are we going to get Oduduwa at the end of the day? Are we going to get revolution at the end? So what are we channeling our energy for? That is my question. So to me, I think is that we need to come together as leaders, futuristic leaders, visionaries. We need to come together, stick together, and have a strategy to tame the beast in that country. We all know the beast in that country. We all know the oppressors in that country. Do you understand? So I think we need to come together. If we need to sit all the comrades around the world, we all come together, both in Nigeria and in diaspora. Let's come together and speak in one voice. And let's know what we are fighting for. Because I don't think if right now, this one is fighting for Biafra, the other group is coming for Oduduwa, the other group is channeling revolution. What are we going to achieve? We are not, it seems we are just being scattered. We are just putting our energy in a scattered platform. At the end of the day, we're not achieving anything. So to me, I think we need to come together. I don't know who's going to head this thing. Someone needs to stand up and sit his ass down and meet other comrades around the country. If it's on the Go, Nnamdi Kanu, Shaware, and other comrades around the Nigerian comrades in diaspora and in Nigeria, let's sit together and let's channel our energy on revolution. Because I think the only way we can achieve a great country, or the only way we can change the system, the system of Nigeria, is to get a revolution, is to start a revolution. Because if you see other country, okay, what made Ghana to be Ghana today? Ghana is one of the prosperous countries in Nigeria. What happened in Ghana? Ghana one time did a Ghana massacre, had a butcher their leader, their corrupt leader. Have we done that in Nigeria? We haven't done that. You understand? So to me, I think the only way we can achieve success is revolution. That's the only way. And the only way we can achieve.
Thank you so very much.
The only way we can achieve revolution is whereby we need to sit all the comrades ass down and put our energy on one thing, not this Biafra. It's not. I don't think that's going to work really.
Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much for your contribution. You said a lot. You talked about change.
Prince Abiola, Babala, we like to talk more, please.
Please, sir, don't stop me, sir. Please, I'll get back to you. Thank you so very much, Dr. Button. You said a lot, and what you really said was that we are scattered. We need to come into togetherness and select people who will represent us, and we will have a voice if we are in togetherness. Let me quickly call on Mr. Ola Olukomi. Please, you have 2 minutes, so you can unmute. Then I will call on Mr. Gaza. So please, 2 minutes, please, sir.
First one, thank you for having me on this meeting. We all agree that revolution is the solution to our problem. We have oppressors in every ethnic group in Nigeria. The idea of IPOB, Oduduwa, and all sorts we have now is because of the state of emergency we have in the country, where a sect, a tribe, a Fulan tribe, want to dominate by massacre of our people. And we are not going to allow that to happen. That is why you see each ethnic group trying to fortify themselves to ensure they protect their people. Even when they go, we all saw how people are being killed. Our people are being killed. The government, believe me, is not a government. It's just a gang of terrorists ruling Nigeria. And what they are bent on subjugating us using the power of fire, ammunition. And what are they doing? They are trying to push us into insurrection. They want us to carry arms so that they can kill as many as possible. Yes, we must come together, but we have to do something. Revolution must first happen in each ethnic group. I'm a revolutionarist. I believe in revolution. I support Oduduwa because I want to know what is their plan, what are they doing? I believe every one of us that call ourselves revolutionaries should join our own ethnic group and find out what they are doing. From there, we can now come back and define a strategy to fight this war. That's my submission.
Thank you so very much. God bless you so much. You spoke well, sir. You talked about revolution is what we need, and it will make us to come together. And you believe in Yoruba nation, and you said the government pushed us into this insurrection that we have today. Thank you so very much. Please, Mr. Gaza, please mute yourself, sir. Baba Gaza, please unmute yourself, sir, and use your 2 minutes. Okay, I can't get him now. Okay, let me go to Mr. Sambo Davis Tekana. Please unmute yourself.
I want to greet everybody on this platform, and I want to express on certain things. Actually, my name is Sambo Davis from Bayelsa. I live in India, and I'm a member of the Global Coalition, which our GC Frederick is among us here. I want to say something. My first question is this. No, let me first say something now. We should not be deceived. There will be no war in Nigeria. Take it or leave it. Now, let us come to reality now in this matter. We all agitated for what? For change. And the way some of us who claim to be activists. Hello?
You know more than Dr. Bodaya.
Who is that, please?
Come on. Let him continue, please. Mr. Mayego, this is Bolarewa, please. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
I did not say I know about no more than anybody. You understand what I'm saying? In this country called Nigeria, it's where I have struggled. You people happen to be in a place whereby you have comfort. I'm staying here in India. It was not my choice to come to India. You understand? I have gone through hell in that country, Nigeria. You understand what I mean? So for me to make a decision to come here is to because I have seen what has been going on in that country. And for the fact that we have the ability now to talk on platforms, sincerely speaking, most of us have done it in a very wrong way. I want to start with that of Nnamdi Kanu. I happen to be someone who has been so close with the Igbos. I'm from Bayelsa, okay? I was born in Delta State. I am close to the Igbos because I've done business in their midst. You understand what I mean? Now, if you check very well, I've been following Nnamdi Kanu protest or whatever he has been doing. Sincerely speaking, this is not how an activist who wants changes is doing. I might be wrong, but this is what I've seen. Sincerely speaking, I have followed that of Sonny Ugbo. That is the only man who has really showed to me self-determination. As for that of Nnamdi Kanu, that is not self-determination to me. If we really want changes in Nigeria, sincerely speaking, we need to keep away our ethnicity aside. Because what I have noticed in this life is this: no country in the world, of the world progress on division. You understand me? So please, it's high time we keep away on all these things. We should learn for what is going to happen to Nnamdi Kanu. Because he started speaking. Right from the onset, go on division on calling Nigeria, division of Nigeria, that oppression and so on. It started from the Igbos. My own brother, Isiboro, was sentenced to death by who? Agurosi and co. You see me? And even so-called Kensorowa was sentenced to death. What has he done compared to what Nnamdi Kanu has said or be doing since causing problem in that northeast of eastern part of Nigeria? Sincerely speaking, the issue of extradition. Let me clear something. I don't think Nnamdi Kanu.
I beg you to intervene. This man is talking jazz. He's talking nonsense.
I don't know who brought this man here. You start ethnicity and already started ethnicity. Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, please.
No, sorry, we can't take this, otherwise we'll log off from
here. This man is talking trash. He should not be allowed to talk anymore. He's talking trash.
Just hold on, please.
He doesn't know where the pain feels everybody. He's stupid. He's talking trash.
No, just hold on, please. Don't use
People
that
are
word.
being killed everywhere. People are being killed everywhere. He's talking trash.
Just hold on. Just hold on. Please, Mr. Sambo, please, you will have to slow on that ethnicity thing. Please, I just give you just only 20 seconds because I think you went off rail a little bit.
It's all right. I'm going to go off very soon. I'll probably end up even coming on this platform with people of this. You understand? Truth is always bitter. Somebody has to say it. You understand? Somebody has to say it.
But that's your perspective. Move on.
I thought we are here to talk about truth and find a way forward. I never knew some people will want to insult me over the phone, over social media. You understand? And these are the same people you see who are warriors on social media. But come to reality, they are cheating.
This man seems like an Hausa man. No?
I am not an Hausa man. I'm from Bayelsa State.
Please, can you give me a chance, please?
David.
My brother, if Carol Wiwa was killed, it's not Nnamdi Kanu who killed him. He said he must unite. Why bringing Nnamdi Kanu in this matter?
Thank you.
Mr. Sambo, I will have to mute you now. You have used your time, and we will get back to that because you went a little bit off the rail, you see. Now, please let me call in Mr. Adebari Kelani. Please unmute yourself, please.
Thank you very much, Mr. Moderator, and thanks for having me. Thanks for having me here today.
Thank you, sir.
In as much as we've all participated in one way or the other on what is going on in Nigeria, right? And we've tried a lot of effort as to strategize on how we are going to engage our people at home and how we are going to lessen the burden. And a lot of ways we've tried, but that doesn't debar us from looking for another channel. Revolution now, yes. Agitation for secession, yes. But if all fails, there are a lot of things, emancipation of the southern Nigeria, right? We've already tried as much as possible to synthesize our people. And this sensitization that is going on, we have to continue to synthesize our people. Revolution, a lot of people will die, in which we are ready, if it is to kill.
Sacrifice.
They can kill all of us. And we have to fight the cabals that doesn't want progress. Millions of people are suffering in Nigeria. There's nobody that is not affected in Nigeria on the situation of the country. That is why, for me now, it is emancipation of the southern part of Nigeria that is the way, that is the next campaign that I'm pushing forward now, and I will indulge each and every one of us. Let us continue on our effort on what we've been doing, and don't let us give up, right? Because nobody don't want us to succeed, but by the grace of God, we shall succeed. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so very much, sir. You spoke very well. Mr. Gaza, please, can you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, you are hearing me now.
We can hear you, sir, but we cannot
That's
see your
very
video.
good.
We cannot see your video, but we can hear you very
Yeah,
well.
very sorry. Yeah. What I want to say is this. You know, our mistake right from the time of colonial years, it comes from we Southerners. By the time when the British wanted to join us together, up to the time.
Hello, Mr. Gaza. Hello. Hello. Okay, I think we lost him there. So let me call on Mrs. Joyce Abiona to please say something. Madam, please unmute yourself, ma'am. Hello, madam. Can you hear me? Mrs. Joyce Abiona. You raised up your hand. Okay, let me call some other people now.
I think you can hear me now.
Yeah, we can hear you now, sir.
That's good.
Hello? Hello?
Anyway, what I want to say is that the revolution has started. The only way we can do now concerning this revolution is to see that a certain part of Nigeria, to make it family, that we have to separate from the north. Let us be it as it is now, that Yoruba will go, Igbo will go, and then Middle Belt will also go. That's the only way we can solve our revolution. We are doing it now, and it's going to succeed. By the way, we are trying to have a
Hello, Mr. Gaza. I think his line is really interrupted.
This referendum we are doing now, it is something that we can say today we are making this in form of a revolution. So that is what I only want to say. Thank you greatly.
Thank you so very much, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Very well. Thank you, sir. You can mute yourself now. So please, Mr. Akinkumi, please, can you please say something, sir? Just for 2 minutes, please.
Yeah, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to talk. You see, the situation with Nigeria now, I agree to separation of all the region, most especially those that have been cheated. Look at the GDP. Which section of the country is producing the highest number of the GDP that the Northerners are spending anyhow? It is the East and the South. Now, the next level now is, look, the Fulanis is in all areas. We need to move to United Nations. And mind you, from what one of the things I saw today, Nigeria Fulani is the deputy Secretary General. How we are going to get to the Secretary General from United Nations and let the whole world sees. Britain knows what is happening. America knows what is happening. Every one of them know what is happening. We have to opt out of this. We cannot be Eru again. This is the last time. Thank you.
Thank to the General Secretary of UN.
Thank you so very much. Please, Mr. Gaza, please mute yourself, please. Thank you, Mr. Akumi. Thank you so much. Please, I want to call on Mrs. Joyce Abiona to say something now. Please, ma, can you please unmute yourself? Mrs. Joyce Abiona, you raised up your hand. Okay, in the interim, let me call Mr. Efe Williams. Please unmute yourself.
Hello?
Hello?
Everyone can hear me.
Yeah,
Hello?
we can
Can you
hear
hear
you.
me?
Yes, we
Oh,
can
yeah.
hear you.
Yeah, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Yeah, it's 2 minutes or a minute or so. I just want
2
to chip
minutes.
in some.
2
Okay.
minutes.
I see Mr. Frederick Odorike and you and everyone here. You know, what I think is that we have been watching what is going on. So what I think now is, I don't know who can uh, put this thing together. The issue now is Oduduwa, Biafra, and all. So I think the way forward, because what you write in the flyer is that the way forward is if somebody that can, if not sit Sowore, Igbo, or somebody that knows them, if three of these people or their spokesperson or somehow pass the message, if they can, if not come together, agree on one particular thing first, because people hear revolution, they are sending different meaning. Just agree on something, on a date, to come out together. For example, hashtag against injustice, because the most common thing among all these tax is injustice. If it's Biafra, it's injustice. If it's Oduwa, it's injustice. If it's revolution, it's injustice. So why don't we find a middle ground to just either come out one? Because I've always followed Mr. Frederick Derrida. He always said if two or I don't know how many million can come out. And these millions are there, but in groups. This one will come out today, they shoot five or arrest two. So if these three groups can agree on a date and come out together, we'll have that million we talk about. Then something must shift. Something must happen. Then they can now decide what they will do. So I think this is the way forward I always want to talk to, not because sometimes I'm tired of this history. So this is what I think. If there is any way, we can, I talk about it in my pages. This is the thing. How can we either bring them together to agree on a day for something, if not a revolution, because the world now, some people are scared. Let's say hashtag we are marching against injustice that cut across everybody, every agitator. Then we can get that millions on the street. So what now happens? At the end, people will realize that, oh, we just finished a revolution. Then they are already through. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Efe Williams. Yes, you just talked about togetherness, coming together. Thank you so much. Mrs. Joyce Abiona, are you ready for us now, madam? Because I see your hand, you raised your hand and you want to ask or ask a question or supplement. Okay. In that interim, let me call on Mr. Ola Olukomi. Please unmute, sir.
Very much,
I
sir.
think you spoke before, right?
I spoke before.
Okay, then hold on. Then let me call other people. Sorry. Please, can you lower your hand? Can we have Miss Precious Ugo Chuku? Please, can you unmute? Because your hand is raised. Can you please?
All right.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Yes, still an emphasis on togetherness. I'm an Igbo man. The Igbo people has a saying that goes Igwebike. We just need to use our strength in the number to address this issue. No one is happy with the situation in Nigeria, and we all want to see things work well.
Yes.
Two persons has made suggestions that I want us to capture and then work with this. One of it is the issue of getting our celebrities. I think we need to address letters to them and see how we can get them in a meeting, in a gathering, and then see to how they can champion, because I believe, yes, a majority of them are comfortable, but I still believe that they still have this passion to see that the country will be a better place, because everyone wants this. It's not too easy, it's not just been easy, but I want to agree that some of them will key into this. Some other ones will be scared of their life, because that's just the truth. Why the people are not coming out there. A lot of Nigerians are scared of their lives. And then their activities for the day, you see, they always want to run out to go fetch out things they will use to keep the family on that day. And then telling them to come out for a protest, they won't just want to key into that. So if we can get the celebrities to come champion this and even sponsor, both financially as it was happening in NSAS, then also if you uniting hello yes, also if you watch out, Biafra Oduduwa, they now seem to be uniting. If you watch some of the protests going on in America and in UK, then we also need to, yes, Nnamdi Kanu is being captured now, but I believe he still has other leaders. We can address to them and also write to those of the Oduduwa so that we have a joint protest day. If we can, the same date will be agreed with the meeting with the celebrities. So if we can just agree on a particular date after these meetings and agree on the particular date, we are going to pull out the number out the street, and the security agencies will just have to join us. They will have all it takes. We are going to really subdue them, and then I think that will make.
Thank you so very much for your suggestion. Thank you so much. Please, now I'm going to call on Honorable Frederick Odorige to hear his view on all what has been said. Unmute, sir.
First, I would like to say that as the coordinator, please, you have the facility there to mute everybody so that people are not just talking and somebody is speaking, you just interrupt and all that. And it's not also nice that if somebody is speaking, but you are hearing what you don't want to hear, the person has his 2 minutes. If we cannot, if we are talking about the Buhari and all that, but we cannot tolerate ourselves, then it means that we have a long way to go. Even if you feel somebody is talking nonsense, in every nonsense there is a sense.
Yes.
Pick the sense and leave the none. We cannot come here to insult anybody as being stupid and derogatory names. Please, we should not do this in a public forum. Let us respect ourselves so that we can plan together and speak together. That is just what I want to say now. Please, you have to mute everybody so that we can deliberate, nicely. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Hello, please, can I speak now? Just Apiono, please. I was trying to get through, please. Is that okay?
All right, please take your 2 minutes, please. Yeah?
Okay, thank you very much. I want to say one thing. I respect every comrade on this platform. My name is Just Apiono. I'm married to a Yoruba. I'm Urobo. I'm from the tribe of Yoruba in Delta State. Okay. I've listened to everybody and understand what everybody is saying. But there's something that I noticed that Nigeria doesn't look at. Minorities in Nigeria, we have been pushed to one side, and nobody's talking about those minorities, what they are going through. Everything that everybody talk about is the Igbo, the Fulani Hausa, and the Yorubas. How about the minorities in Nigeria? Do they look at what they are going through? I'll take an example. In Nigeria, in Delta State, for example, Okowa is from Anoma, I'll call him Anoma State, Everything that Okowa is doing is for Anoma State. It's not even extending it to the Soko, it's not extending to the Shekiri, it's not extending it to the Robos and to the Jaws. Now, what I want to say, yes, everybody's saying their mind, I understand, but most of the resources in Nigeria, 85% is coming from Niger Delta. Do they think about us? Do they know what we are going through? Everybody's talking about Yoruba, Igbo, Wazobia. But there are other tribes there that have their own ground to be where they are. Do they think about them? Are we just being made, our resources is made for the Igbos and the Yorubas and the Hausa to use for themselves? How about we? Do they think about us? We are human beings. And a time is coming that we have to stand on our ground too. We too, we are tired of Nigeria, the way Nigeria is behaving, but we want peace. That's why we don't fight. That's why we don't talk. But we want them to think about us minorities. I had 290 in JAM. I was not allowed to read law. My friend, announcer lady, she got 189. She's a lawyer today. So what is it? So yes, I'm not against anybody agitating for wanting to leave Nigeria. I'm not. But at the same time, I want them to look at that in Nigeria as a whole. Yes, Iroboman has not been president. Iroboman has not been vice president. Iroboman, Shekiri has not been. Isoko has not been. We are not complaining. We are being sidelined as if we are slaves to everybody. Majority of the Hausa and Fulani, Hausa and Igbo. We are aggravated. We are angry. We want them to look into our own situation. We are not slaves. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you, madam. Wow, you said a lot. You said like other tribes have been marginalized, that it's only the Yoruba, Igbo, and the Hausas that are really pronounced to the fore. We will be working on that as well too. Thank you. Now I'm going to call on Dr. Chidi to please give us his own excerpt. Dr. Chidi, please. We can hear you.
Sorry, when you have advertised that there will be guests on the program, there's the format is a little bit different, and when it's going to be a town hall meeting, the format is also a little bit different. But like I said, I appreciate the hard work you've put into this, and it will continue to get better and better. I mean, I really, really commend you.
Thank you so
Now,
much.
it's because of that format that we're having some of these things that Frederick Odorigo also pointed out. What do I want to say? A lot of people have been making contributions, and everybody's contribution is valid because I mean it's a democratic thing that we are running here. So everybody's voice is supposed to be heard. Just a few things from listening to people, one or two things that I've jotted down that I want to touch. Let me start from Mr. Edivie. Sorry, I don't know if I got it wrong.
Mr. Edubi.
Mr. Duvier, yes, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Mr. Duvier, I totally do not agree with you. I remember I said this is democratic, so this is my own opinion. This is just my own opinion. I don't mean anything bad, but I totally disagree with you and find it not fair for you to stay in this gathering and open up by saying that the people who were invited are not here, that it is disrespectful and all of those things, that they are not being here means that they don't take it. No. How can you say that? How can you look at somebody like Omoyele? And that is where I'm going to use it to talk. That's some of the problems that we have. There is nobody that is a professional activist. There is nobody that their head is made of iron, that their own is different from us. The same people that have suffered and done this whole activism for us, the same person who left his family and is in Nigeria where there's not even any light. As I'm talking to you, so many times when we've asked these people to come on the show, somebody like Shore, he has to first of all arrange for petrol to put in his generator. Then he'll have to run his generator for that period. then he can't put on the AC. He'll be sweating because if you put on the AC, that means the gen cannot carry. So it's a project for him to even appear in the program, for him to be going through what is going in that situation, thinking about his court case, and yet push everything aside and come and talk like there is nothing happening when his family is in New York. He hasn't seen them for 2 years. What am I trying to say? That sometimes, before we just lash out at these people who are in front doing these things for us, let us be a little bit compassionate. Let us think a little bit.
Mr. Chidi, you're not getting me right. I think you didn't get me. Mr. Chidi, I think you didn't get me. It's not what you were trying to, what you're trying to say. I don't understand what you're trying to say, but it's not what I meant. What I was trying to say is that I saw the flyer, do you understand? And the people that were there on the flyer are not here. Doesn't mean that even if they are not there, they are not part of us.
Okay,
do you understand?
Thank you very much. Thank you for clarifying. But
I understand everything.
I understand everything. And I have my time now. No, you see, that's why no. We must learn these things. Frederick Odochi, just all the time when you were talking, I could have as well talked, but I kept quiet. So when we're in this kind of thing, you must learn to hold your own peace. When you have your time, you just talk your own. So just like you have repeated now, I am not a saint. I don't have extra, I don't know. I'm not the prophet to go inside your mind to explain. The same thing you said now, that they were invited and they are not here. So anyway, but let's leave it there. I just wanted to point out that we must kind of think beyond. There are people who have been doing and doing and doing, and they continue to do. It is important that everybody just chip in your own at every opportunity that you have. It's not easy. It's not easy. And now the second thing is
I thought we were doing 2 minutes. But
no, we're not doing 2 minutes. I'm a guest here, and we are. You see, that's what I just told the coordinator. If he had explained the format, then we would have understood. I was invited as a guest, and there are 4 or 5 speakers, and I thought we were going to present, and after presenting, we will take questions from people. So now, you see, this is what is making me, I don't even understand anymore. So, Mr. Coordinator, do I continue talking or what is going on? Because I'm not comfortable with this.
Please continue talking, sir. Continue talking. Sorry about that. I did mute everybody, but I don't know how they just take the mute thing off and talk. Please continue talking. You are the guest speaker.
Okay,
so you have all the right to talk, please.
Thank you very much. So, I lost my line of thought. So somebody was talking about, we should all try to get people together. Somebody even said people are afraid of revolution, so we should find another word. I'm like, you see, I don't understand. We are like suffering and smiling. We live in denial. Like, you know what you need, you know what is happening to you. The people that are bringing the hardship on you, the people that are punishing you, the people that are killing you, you have not asked them to change their tactics. Bros, now people are using gun. I think you people should use knife. Don't kill us with gun. I don't like that gun. Use something like bomb or something. AK-47. Let's change the name. You're not talking about that. And that's not the case. They are still killing you with the same thing they are killing you with. They are still stealing your money. They are still running you down. The same thing is happening. And we agree that we are tired. We are done. A revolution is a revolution is a revolution. Why would I change the name to make you feel good? No, be there waiting for me to change the name. And I respect, don't get me wrong. I'm just trying to tell you that the sooner we confront what we are getting with the way we are getting it, the better for us. The condition in Nigeria, it don't pass where we are looking to be politically correct. It has passed that one. I don't know what else we want to see to understand the people that we are dealing with. A people that no matter how they try to pretend, no matter how they try to camouflage what they are doing, your own Malami, what is this? This is CJN. I mean, what is it? Malami. He comes to announce the kidnap or abduction. And somebody who is a lawyer who knows that they have done something illegal. But when it comes to address you, that they said all of you are one Nigeria, we are all together. The first address he gives is in Hausa. Do you know what he's saying? Okay, my brothers, we don't catch her. We don't catch her. You know, say, now we get the place. So what is even annoying to me and some of us is that how the guts and the effrontery that this man has to do an address to the whole nation in Hausa. Did he speak Urobo? Did he speak Tiv? Did he speak Ijo? No. He spoke in Hausa, finished in Hausa. Then he now spoke to the rest of us. And that has not gotten you angry enough. Let me tell you something. Oh, you see all these people who have been shouting. You see all the people who have been leading. Somebody also said we should look for a leader. Which leader again are we looking for? The only thing you need to propel you out to the street, whenever, I don't care who is calling. Why do you think that we always support? I have reservations with everybody who calls for action in Nigeria. But the reason why you see me jump out and support is because, believe it or not, we all know, like what somebody said here, we know the beast that we're after. We know the monster. So however you want to come after that monster, but come. Whether you're using radio, whether you're using your language, whether you're coming through Biafra, and then somebody, with due respect, I didn't hear that, I didn't hear it clearly because I stepped out a little bit, but I came back and I saw an exchange between two people about Kensaro Wiwa and all of that. What I have to say to that is this. I don't think we should bother ourselves so much about, whether the Igbo man is doing it well, whether the Yoruba man's own is better, whether, see, my sister spoke and she said, they are even marginalizing us too. So we should face those people who are marginalizing us. Forget about the problem we have with, if everybody, every single person everywhere is doing their own agitation, we will get that thing that Frederick Odorige talked about. The 1 million, and that's why, like my other brother talked, that's why you see me a staunch supporter of IPOB. Why? Because even though I believe in revolution now, and I believe that revolution should happen yesterday, but if every other tribe was agitating, if all of them were agitated, then Nigeria will rise up in a revolution. So let you that have not started, start your own, and we will overrun everywhere and get what we want.
Thank you so very much, sir, Dr. Chidi. Thank you, sir. You really expressed it so well. I would like to call on Honorable Frederick Odorige. Then afterward, I'm going to be calling on Black Wisdom, Samuel Dada, Moturayo Lofo, and Ebenezer. So you will follow that sequence. So
sorry, Mr. Mayegun, this is Bola Ewa. I'm also one of the speakers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, Mr. Frederick, please, one of the other guest speakers just came in. So please unmute yourself. Mr. Frederick, sir, you will go after him, please. Okay, Dr. Bolarinwa, so you can talk now, please. Unmute yourself.
Sorry, because I was called to the office today, and it's been really, really very hectic to me. When I saw the caliber of people coming today, I said I have to strive to be here. Good afternoon, everyone, to everybody everywhere. I will go straight to the point. Nigeria is like a matrix. If you want to understand Nigeria, you have to be outside the box, outside the matrix, to understand what is going on. Firstly, many of us have been miseducated in the South. The greatest undoing of Southern Nigeria is the miseducation of Southern Nigerians. We have been politically correct in the face of extermination, and we don't actually know how to respond to how we are going to survive.
Because there's no cooperation.
Some people come around to talk about politics, all sorts of things, Nigeria. We are talking about survival as a people. When my sister from Europe was talking, I felt it in her voice. She understood what is going on. In the next 50 to 100 years, many ethnic, I'm sorry to use the word minorities, we go into extinction in Nigeria. Many ethnic nationalities in the Middle Belt, in the North Central, their indigenous language is already going into extinction. And new ethnic identities are already being taken up. Like when people say Hausa Fulani, there is nothing like that. We either have the Hausas or we have the Fulanis. So invariably, the Hausa culture, civilization is gone. What we have now is the Fulani. That was what made Obasanjo to come out to talk about Fulanization agenda. When Mr. Odorige was talking about the Egyptian revolution, unfortunately, Mr. Odorige did not forget to tell us that Egypt is a nearly homogeneous country where the chunk of the population are Arabs. And also, we should also look at the Sudanese revolution. The South Sudan used to support every draconian legislation and rule. They even support Sharia law because they wanted to suppress Southern Sudan. Immediately, Southern Sudan got away from Sudan. The oil was not flowing again. Reality dawned on the Northern Sudanese. And they're like people in Northern Nigeria who say because of their religion, they cannot condemn their leaders, that they cannot join protests because of their religion.
Yeah.
Because they said, excuse me, sorry, who is that?
What's the if you're talking like they don't do biscuits featuring the video? No.
Sorry.
No.
Coordinator, moderator, somebody is okay. So, and we saw what happened. That immediately reality dawned on the Northern Sudan. They stood up because they are one people. They are the majority Arab population. They were able to fight, throw away the Sharia constitution, sent Omar Bashir away, and they took over their space. Nigeria is a clash of civilization. The earlier we understand it, the better for us. If we don't face this reality, whether you are Yoruba, you are Ijo, you are Anioma, you are Igbo, all of us will be consumed. Somebody came here and was saying there is not going to be a war in Nigeria. I shook my head. Nigeria has been at war for the past 10 years, fighting against ISIS. Do you know the budget of Nigeria to prosecute the war in the Northeast? Nigeria currently has more than 5 million internally displaced people. Refugees. How many refugees is Syria?
Carry on, my man.
People that cannot go back to their space. Nigeria buys guns, they buy ammunition. Like, look, go and look at the military spending of Nigeria. Is it at par with many nations at war? And why are they going to? Do you know the thousands of soldiers that have perished? The Nigerian civil war took just 3 years. The current Northeast ISIS insurgency is waxing stronger and stronger. Has taken more than 11 years. ISIS is nothing but a civil war because Nigeria is fighting against the Kanuris, the Islamic Kanuris, and the Islamic Shia Arabs, who want to reinstate the Bonu Islamic Caliphate. Can you blame them? Because they already had their own civilization before the 1914 amalgamation. And you are still coming here to talk about one Nigeria. Let's even leave that. We are talking about your president has said, whether you like it or not, there must be grazing routes across indigenous spaces in Nigeria. I want to ask a question. When was the last time an Yoruba man, Yoruba people, took guns, went to Sokoto to start killing Hausa farmers and asking for land to rear pigs in Sokoto? When was the last time a Yoruba man or woman, Yoruba men, carried guns, AK-47? They went to Adamawa and start asking for lands for across indigenous people. And the presidency, the federal government of Nigeria said, if they don't surrender if the indigenous people don't surrender their lands, the killings will not stop.
Not stop.
I think we don't get it. We don't understand what's going on. And the first law of nature is survival, self-preservation. It is when you are alive that you can be talking about politics, APC, PDP, SDP, revolution now.
Thank you, sir, Mr. Bolarinwa, Dr. Bolarinwa. Thank you so very much, sir. I will have to stop you, sir, because we don't really have a lot of time.
Let me conclude. Just 1 minute, sir. 1 minute, and I'm done. So my advice for us is, please, let us go back to our roots and stop talking about the Nigerian identity that has never worked. If Nigeria needs to survive, if Nigeria needs to exist, it needs to be renegotiated, because the current structure is nothing but an apartheid system of governance, where a section of the country have turned themselves to internal colonizers, using their southern internal collaborators, who I call the gatekeepers of feudalism. I yield the mic.
Thank you so very much, Dr. Bolarinwa. You said a lot. Honorable Frederick Odorige, please, sir, can you quickly hear your view, because we have a lot of hands raised up. Thank you, sir.
What I am trying to say here is, first and foremost, can two work together except they be in agreement? The flyer is saying Nigeria on a threshold. What next? What next to me is solutions. Some say we should fight separately, but I maintain that since we've been fighting separately, they have been killing us because our voices are not stronger when we fight separately. 17 Southern governors came together, dropped their political affiliations, and agreed that open grazing is banned. What stops the 17 Southern states from coming together to demand for some concrete things, whether the North likes they join or they don't join? Let us have a starting point where we, the people from the South, whether Oduduwa or Biafra or Niger Delta, we're coming together, just like the governors did, and we ask for concrete things, and we are saying we are not living in the street unless these demands are met. NSAS was there for 12 days, and immediately the Nigerian government started to change some of the laws, and they banned SARS. Okay, banned somehow, so to speak. Now, we could hit the street and say, look, until we get a brand new constitution, Anambra state election, November will not hold. Until we have regional restructuring, until you scrap the Senate, until you stop the Senate from receiving the highest in the world, when we have 20 million children on the street, we come out with concrete demands and we pursue them vigorously. Now, as we are talking about this, I want us to end this meeting with action plan so that we don't end up talking about talking. That is, what Next. What next? What do we do after all this talk? State governors receive security votes. Have we ever protested each of the states from the south? Have we ever protested to our state government houses to say, where is the security vote? What is Fulani herdsman for a governor that's receiving 2 billion naira like my state, Delta State? Where is the money? 2 billion every month. Where is the money? Where is the security architecture? What is Boko Haram? These are people that are walking on the street with gun. What stops you from area battle? That is the issue we should be talking about. Why are we not asking our state governors, where is the money? 2 billion every month? And you are talking about Fulani herdsmen, and you call yourself the chief security officer of the state? Where is the money? We're not asking questions. Our people are saying, oh, I remain loyal for life. Some people insult, they cost themselves. I remain loyal for life. Now talk be that. To your oppressors, as we are talking now, some people want to do the work, but they already have their governorship candidates for next 2023 election. They want to do the work. They already have their governorship candidate. I know somebody who is a Biafran warrior. He already has a presidential candidate for 2023. Of which country? Nigeria. So we are deceiving ourselves, or what from the south? Let's speak with one voice and say, this is what we want. The government must bend. We have not been many enough. We have been fighting separately. That is the problem. And most of these people that are leading this agitation, they talk too much. They talk too much.
That's true. They talk too much.
They want action. They first say it on radio. They say it they talk too much. Sun Tzu is a classical Chinese military scientist. What did he say? He said, let your plans be dark and impenetrable as night. Then when you move, fall like a thunderbolt. That is what a revolutionary leader does. You strike like a thunderbolt, not talking on radio, threatening, telling people you have ammunition here, go and kill people, go and kill police, go and bomb police station. But you are endangering the people you are sending on such dangerous missions. If you must strike, you strike like a thunderbolt quietly. But I don't support as a person anything that has to do with violence. Because in war, we do not count who is right, but who is left. Those are the words of Bertrand Russell. We count who is left. Now, it is very easy to say, they have been killing us. Let us fight back. That is why I'm saying, have we challenged our governors? Some people want to break Nigeria, but they don't know the name of the chairman of their local government area. These are people that have budgets, they have security votes. They are using your security votes to secure their families. They live in Abuja, but you have police and soldiers guarding their houses in the villages. It is your money. Have you ever seen any budget in Nigeria, whether state or federal, where you see office of first lady, this is the budget? There's nothing like that, because the office is not in the constitution. But every year, the patients, Jonathan Goodlucks, have a lot of billions to steal. Why? They channel some of the security votes to the offices of the first ladies. Your money, my money, our money. What are we doing? We, the people. And that is why I have said, and now continue to say, that nothing has destroyed Nigeria as much as the silence of the people. We cannot be talking about fear this time, at this stage. By the time we get angry to a point, anger will meet anger. and nobody will tell us to hit the streets. We never vex rich. We never vex rich. God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. So we must come out as a people. Buhari is just there. It's in office, but it's not in power. If you look at some of his statements that he makes sometimes, he's quoting the Minister of Justice, Abubakar Mallam. He's quoting his minister because he has not originality. He's a push and start president. We have a president that he goes to UK for treatment and all that because he's just there. Don't let anybody tell that Buhari is dead. He's there. He's not dead. He's alive. But the fact is that it's not well because when he goes to the UK, they donated different body parts. Maybe his brain was donated by Usman. His liver is from Ibrahim. His heart is from another person. So by the time they put all these body parts together, your president is a push and start president. In a country where the president failed, he has been the Minister of Petroleum since 2015. Your senator, my senator, our senator from the West, East, anywhere, they have not been able to talk, to move any motion that this man should leave that position as a minister. Are we challenging our senators to remove that man from being the Minister of Petroleum when he has nothing to offer? It is our country. Each and every one of us have been marginalized. Our silence is killing us as a people. We must begin to re-strategize. Very soon, you are going to hear that our coalition, known as the Global Coalition for Security and Democracy in Nigeria, we are going to start some protests outside Nigeria. To World Bank, we protested in World Bank 2019 December to tell them to stop giving these loans to Nigeria. But this time we're going to do it in a different pattern. We are going to tell World Bank and IMF, you will watch everything. We're going to tell them that, look, the loan you are giving to Buhari and his gang members is what they are using to pay and sponsor terrorists. That is the money that they're using to buy the bullets that kills our unarmed protesters. God bless the soul of the little girl that died yesterday. 14 years old girl. And the government denied. The government denied. They shot at Showore. They denied. They shot at Muslim protesters. They denied. They keep shooting at us. They denied. And we keep arguing on social media and hating ourselves. What is happening to the Nigerian people? Forget our multi-ethnicity. Is that not even our strength? During NSAS protests, Muslims were praying on the street on Friday. During the protest, we give them space. Then on Sunday, Christians took over Christian worship. But we were all protesting together. I mean, Southern Muslims. That was what happened during NSAS. Who says we cannot replicate that? If we have the celebrities coming on board, Wizkid and the rest, they have 5 million supporters on Twitter alone. By the time they say, look, we are hitting the streets. Two-Face tried to do that in 2017, but police IG, Ibrahim Idris, threatened him and he chickened out. It can happen again. Let us begin to bring these celebrities together because we need a base, a starting point, mobilizers first. Some people, you don't like Showore, but you cannot come out to start a revolution. You don't like Igboho, but you cannot come out to start a protest. You don't like Nnamdi Kanu, but you cannot come outside to start a revolution. What is your problem? These things we are talking now, if you look at the number of participants, we are 46. As I'm talking to you now, if we call for a protest now, as we are in this group now, this 46, maybe only 8 will come out. Many will stand on veranda making video so that they will upload on Facebook. So are we talking about talking, or we are going to take concrete actions? So this is what we should be talking about. Please, let us begin to strategize. You see, as we are talking now, they have distracted us with the Igboho and Kanu story, right? APC is now registering people because INEC has said, go and register. Please, Nigerians, go and start to register. They're now registering people massively. Now, you will also see that PDP governors that have served their second term, they are now decamping to APC. Why? They have promised them ministerial positions. They have told them that, look, if you cross and deliver your state in 2023, you will not have any EFCC case. They have cleared them in advance. What are the oppressed doing? They are mortgaging, they are selling. What are we doing? Is it that we have not been angry enough or we are not hungry enough? These are very critical issues that we are talking about. Somebody said that, oh, let us go spiritual. I am a Christian, but I also believe that our herbal medicine in Africa, it works. When I was growing up, we used to hear that somebody will come and steal in your compound and they will sweep till they break. That they will sweep till they break, right? You cannot catch them. Where are the people that used to do all those things now? That terrorists, Fulani expect can come to your compound and they will sweep till they break. In those days, we used to hear, okay, they have been saying that Igbo vanished, right? These days, why is it that we don't have this kind of thing that they say when you use your body to touch wall, you feel vanished, that be Odeshi. But now people are they still vanishing? So this spiritual angle that the other person raised about is something that we cannot really count on, because if those medicines were working, bullet would not have killed Aguiyi Ironsi in 1966. So please, Nigeria is like the testicles of a lion. The lion can jump, somersault, twist, and turn. The testicles will not fall. Because our oppressors have the power and the weapon. They have been manipulating us, and all that. Some people have stolen money. They are living outside Nigeria. They are pumping money into Nigeria for disintegration so that their case fire we catch fire when Nigeria disintegrates. If we are going to disintegrate, it's not something that we are going to do on Facebook. If it is God, will so be it. But now that we are together, we have to save ourselves now. Many of us live abroad. We might not even come to Nigeria again, but we care for our people. We care for our family back home. It's our country. Because where we are living now is like we are borrowing the environment. The palm tree can live in the river all its life. Moderator, I can see a river behind you. I can see a palm tree there. That palm tree can live in that river throughout its life, but one day it will never become a crocodile. It will never become a crocodile. So we living abroad, you can have the citizenship, you can do everything, but that will not one day change us to be the real original Oyibo. My people, in conclusion, I want to say that we must begin to reduce the way we talk and act on social media. Let us leave the social media onto the physical arena of the struggle. And when you see activists doing something, join them. If you see an activist share just a post, reshare the post. This idea of we hating ourselves. If you go to, for example, the page of the Facebook page of Showore, there's something that happens there that many of you don't know. Let me tell you now. We have the office of the senior advisor to social media. Loretta Onochie is the senior advisor. So what do they do from that office? They can have like 5 people. They will open like 50 Facebook pages with different names, different pictures. Whenever somebody like Showore posts something, you will see 50 people attacking him negatively. But the fact is that it's just 5 people. It's their job. They are online. These are the same oppressed people. because they are receiving maybe 20, 30K every month. So by the time you start to see all these posts, if you don't know, you become demoralized. During NSAS protests, they used the same poor people, gave them tramadol, 2K, sticks, go and attack your fellow sufferers. Until we come to that conscientization, if we cannot trust the North to join us for now, 17 southern states, we must begin to formulate new strategies on how we can come out to attack our attackers. But first, in each of our states, let us begin to organize. The revolution should start from our state governors. Let them tell us what they are using our money to do. Let me rest for now.
Thank you, sir. Honorable Frederick Odorige. Sir, you have lectured us. You have just given a lot of solution. We will definitely come back to you, but at this point in time, I have a lot of people. They have raised up their hands, and we will give them one minute each to really express themselves. Let me call on Black Wisdom, please. 1 minute, please.
Good evening, everyone.
Good
I
evening.
can see some of my colleagues are here already. I want to say I appreciate everyone, and most especially the host.
Thank you.
I've been on ground concerning the struggle for a while. Came back from Nigeria. That was on the 27th. I came back from Nigeria back to Europe. I was in Nigeria in January. All I came to a conclusion in traveling to Nigeria in this short period of time is that each time I came to Nigeria, I understand that people also need education. They need to be educated of what it's all about. Last time I was in Port Harcourt, most people in Port Harcourt don't care what is happening. All they want is to see their daily bread. This time around, I was in Lagos, business as usual. Nothing on in the evening. Everything is okay. On the 12th of June, I was in Nigeria. Nobody went out, but the protests went out. But the people who were supposed to protest sat down in the bar drinking, watching their football. What am I trying to say? I listened to the first speaker who was invited, and I listened to the second speaker before me now, who tried to bring everything one way for us to understand. Okay. My only two contribution is this: that each time we have time to talk to anybody around us, in Europe, in Africa, in any part of the world, you educate that person. Whether they are 2 or 3 or 4, make sure you teach them that the world has changed, that we're in a new world. What is the new equity of life that we have to live with respect of others? That other people have right to live in their own way of life. If it's gay, if it's lesbian, if it's a voodoo man, if it's a Christian, if it's a Muslim. One thing we have in common that we have to respect each other. And that's all. In the other part of the agitation of other tribes and try to divide Nigeria, I keep on saying on my own way of seeing things that I think Buhari is the last president of Nigeria. But if he's the last president, what next? If I should say, I think Nigeria should be split into 36 countries for us to develop even faster than the Europeans. It's easier for us to understand that life is short, we have a limit of time in this earth, so we should use it appropriately, not to spend time fighting for nothing that will bring nothing to us in our life. All of us try to understand that we want to divide the country in 4 places, 5 places. And somebody came up here saying they are marginalized. What about the minority? So if everyone have right to stay on his own, I think that would be a big solution. But for now, as we said on the flyer, what next? What next is to educate one another and heal the street as much as we can. As each time somebody said, come out of the streets, we should also support one way or the other by sharing the post or by being there in the streets. I'll rest my case for now. And
Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. You spoke so very well. Please, let me quickly call on Mr. Samuel Dada. Please, 1 minute, please. Then I'm going to be calling on Mr. Olufemi Olushola.
Okay. In regards to the topic of today, and I think we just need to formulate a new strategy, as said by my brother Kingsley, because we, the ANC, Take It Back group, Revolution Now, Buhari Must Go, name it. I think people are not trying to understand our way of doing things. And I think we need to be calm. I know it's not easy because I'm seeing that Dr. Shidi getting nervous because I was a time he talked to me anyhow. I just looked at that. We are working together. You are addressing people as if they are nothing. You see, if you want to build a nation, you just have to take it upon yourself that this thing you are doing, you are ready to die for it, and you must take every dirtiness that is coming out of it, like Showore is doing. If not, we get nowhere. That is to go to some leaders. Because what we are doing what is happening in Nigeria, there's a problem in Nigeria. And the problem is the North civilization. The North are not civilized. And their situation is just like Abraham and Lot. When Lot was with Abraham is not making progress. Until Abraham said, okay, take your part, I take my part. And Abraham has his own progress. So if we still want to believe, as a body of AAC, Take It Back Revolution, Buhari Must Go, that we must stay with our lot, then we have to tread it softly, because our lot is these northern people. Though we have our leaders in the southern part that are policy receivers, why they are policy makers. But if truly we want to change and we want to stay together as we believe that Nigeria must remain, then to change it, we need to go back to our people first, because our people don't even know their right. They don't know their identity, because every Nigerian has identity problem, not to talk of their culture, not to talk of the patriotism everybody is claiming. Even those that are destroying us are claiming to be patriotic. So we need to firstly understand this. If not, we just be fighting one another unnecessarily, and we will go nowhere. 2023 will come, these people will vote themselves into power and will continue ratting. So I just want us to, formulating a new strategy? A strategy where every revolutionary group or persons will not be attacking the persons of Igboho's ideology or Buhari, or what is his name? Nnamdi Kanu ideology. If you are not buying into the ideas, don't say anything about it, don't post anything about them. Because the moment you guys are seeing yourself as enemy, the more you are giving power to those errands that the government have been giving salaries, like has been said by my brother Frederick. So we just have to have that patience and tolerance and perseverance to see how we can come together in educating our people, because our people don't know their right at all. They don't know who are they. Are they really Nigerian? No. Nobody is a Nigerian. Nobody is a citizen in that country. It is only when you have access to that power, you're a citizen. So we just firstly to understand that. That is why it is difficult for the likes of Showore to change the popular, what is going on in Nigeria. They see him as somebody that is disturbing the country, because they've been brainwashed. They can't reason themselves that the Constitution is not guiding them as a citizen. So if you want to do something and it's paining you, you have to have the spirit of forbearing, perseverance, and to educate. When people are saying rubbish, you know it's rubbish. You don't get angry easily. You have to calm down and find a way. And now this can be done. There was a time, Falano, San, he said they will be doing some paperwork like handbill that they'll be spreading, give it to people to know their right when police. Where are those things? I've not been seeing anything. We're supposed to be working in conjunction with other social revolutionary groups that is against this government. We're supposed to be having some structures on ground as AAC or as Take It Back in coalition with other groups too that doesn't believe in this government. Then we are moving forward. We need to formulate a strategy, not seeing our own idea as the best, or we know that what we are saying is right, but we don't need to prove it to them. That they are not our enemy. Our enemy is those ones in power. But we need people, because this thing needs number. Because if we can get millions of people in the streets tomorrow, it's something that we need. And for us to have millions of people, that shows we need to bring the likes of the iPod, the likes of the Sunday Igboho, Yoruba, everybody together under one umbrella in fighting these people. Until we realize that, we go nowhere. And we can even go back to our wards and let's have contact with them, discussions with them. Let us send people out and discuss with them. This fight must be fought collectively.
Thank you so much.
Collective fight.
Thank you so much, Mr. Samuel Dada. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. I thank you so much. Mr. Olufemi Olushola, can you please quickly use your 1 minute, please? 1 minute.
Hello, good evening. Can we hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you. My only contribution for the way forward is that what I see is that the only solution is unity. There is no any other way we can do it than unity. We should first focus on our common challenges, our common problem. What Biafran people want is good life. What Odudua wants is good life. Even the people at the north, everybody wants good life. Why can't we first focus on these, our common challenges? Whether you want Biafra, whether we want Odudua, let's first all come together. We all know the leaders of all these groups. We know the leaders for revolutionaries. We know the leaders for Odudua. We know the leader for the IPO. If there can be communication, good communication within all these people, how we need our celebrity because they can mobilize crowd. The main organic people that are suffering, those are the set of people that they are attacking our activists on social media. We need all this celebrity to mobilize them. You understand? If we can have this kind of arrangement, I think if we can pull out people to the street without any distraction, everybody have his own role to play. Like some people, they talk of all this kind of people with the spiritual power. We have SA. We just need kind of security that will protect our protesters, because I bet it with you that these people will let us, they will never let us go without any little engagement. So we need people to protect the protesters as a security unit. If we can work together like this, there'll be way forward. But if we start arguing, okay, this is our Biafra, this is this thing, we just keep discussing and distraction. This is how we keep talking for 100 years. But if we make a move to bring everybody together, okay, whether you want Biafra, we know you need Biafra by all means. Hold on first. Let's first tackle our major challenges. Even maybe by then, everybody might even forget about I want Biafra, I want Odudua, when everybody have a good life. So that is my own contribution. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You spoke very well. Please, I want to call on Biafra Child. Please unmute yourself. So use your 1 minute.
Okay, thank you very much. Please, before I start, our brother Frederick, please, is it possible for you to make I normally follow you on YouTube, but all of a sudden it disappeared. Is it purposely or I don't know? Did they block you or what? It has been a long time searching you on this thing to follow your lecture. That's number one. If you can make it available, please, it's very important. Number two is that I want to ask you, why is it possible to hear the word not? And there is a not when you say not, but when you come down to south, hearing south, southeast, southwest, hearing Ibibu, hearing this, hearing that. Why is it so? Why I ask that question is that you hear our sister here telling us that she agree that she's a minority. Why would somebody agree? Am I minority to who? Why would you accept that you are minority? Who are you minority to? And she concluded by saying that we are marginalized. Igbo, Hausa, and Yoruba are getting everything. And they are the one making all kinds of noise. And we are not complaining. I don't understand it. You probably in diaspora, or if you are back home, then you if they give you opportunity in the United Nations to make a presentation, you complain to the UN how you have been marginalized, that you are minority. And he concluded by saying that you are not complaining, that you people doesn't want a violent. He doesn't want to complain. He wants it in a peaceful way. How on earth will you get peaceful? If you believe that you are minority and you don't want to talk, you say, I'm using your word exactly. When I'm not, please, my sister, understand me, I'm not being angry with you, but I'm trying to teach you, although Dr. Chidu will agree, because I have heard him several times teaching this line in his program. Why would you accept that you are minority? And if you are minority, to who? Secondly, if you are making a presentation and saying that you are being marginalized, that is popularly Hausa, Yoruba, and Igbo, they're taking their wealth, taking this, and you say, I'm not complaining. That means you have surrendered, you have accepted. So in the best way to do, we are calling out revolution, we are calling out to do all kinds of meaning you have to raise your voice. You have to show the world that seriously you are being marginalized, seriously you are being neglected, and you shouldn't be a minority to anybody in this world. It doesn't matter. Jesus came to this world, for those of us who are Christian, died for the whole world. He never said West is minority too. No, we are all equal before God. Forget what the Fernandez are doing, or in the election. When they want to pull electrical pole, they will measure it. Even you find that at the smallest village get numbers more than the big city, because they know how to ring it. They will tell you the KKK, not KKK, Nnamdi Kanu, where you know is a desert, but there will be more to the more vote to the south, because they are the leader. So in conclusion, please, I'd like in the future, people should not come and tell us that they are minority. Nobody Igbo, because these are becoming something that will say Igbo will dominate us. Igbo are not to dominate anybody. We have not been dominating anybody. We don't take anybody's night. Fulani are the one bringing their brother from Niger, from Mali, from Senegal coming down. Igbo man went to trade to north. If they say go tomorrow, they're left. But Fulani want to take your land in your backyard. They are the one raping your mother. They are done killing. Not Igbo man, not your Yoruba man. Not even the Hausas. We are all marginalized and we're not the minority to anybody. Frederick, I believe you can respond to me. Just answer my question. Why is it that when you hear North, it sounds so big, but when you come to South, we come like a sliced polony? God bless you all.
Thank you so very much, Biafra child. You were really very explosive, and you were very matured and very moderate in the way you presented your thing. I will still call on on Frederick, but now, Sir Frederick Odorige, hold on, sir. I know the man. He threw a question at you, Mr. Chris Danilo. Can you use your 1 minute? Then I'll call Mr. Adejumo. Then I'll call our other host Kelly Coco to take on. Sir, Mr. Chris Danilo, can you please?
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, I just have a little contribution to make on this platform. First of all, what we are really lacking in Nigeria is proper education, in terms of educating all our youth that it is their great concern that whenever things are going wrong, we should stand tall and make things to be right. Because before you know, the election is just at the corner. The politicians will still come with their tricks, give them money, they will go there to go and vote. But if we can create a platform, educate all the youth of Nigeria, that on election day, nobody should go and vote. Once we did not vote for these criminals, once we did not vote for these politicians that are not taking Nigeria forward, they can't put themselves there. That is the first revolution. First of all, we all youth have to know that we should not continue voting whereby the citizens of Nigeria don't have water, whereby the citizens of Nigeria don't have good road, electricity. Basic amenity that a citizen ought to have, we don't have it. And the Fulani herdsmen that are just patrolling all over Nigeria, killing people. No, we should educate ourselves, first of all, that we should not vote for these people anymore. If everybody stays in their house on election day, I believe that they will know that we are ready for them. That's just the little contribution I need to make now.
Thank you so much. Thank you so very much. Yes. Let me quickly
Mr. Moderator, what is your criteria for picking people? I've raised my hand for over 2 hours. What's the problem?
Oh, sorry, please. Sorry, Mr. Israel. Please, can you please use your 1 minute? Mr. Adejumo Oyeleye, sir, you are next after Mr. Israel. Sorry, sir, Mr. Israel.
That's fine. 1 minute is not enough for me, but I'll just put in something. But I raised my hand when it was 2 minutes, but now it's not down to 1 minute. So I'm unfortunate.
Sorry about that.
All right. What I want to say is this, guys. Let me start from the last speaker. If you don't do election, you are not doing anybody any favor. We are doing ourselves. There's one thing we need to know. There's no vacuum in power. Whether there's election or no election, those guys will put their favor right there and will still end up complaining. So that's for that. The point regarding the next, I think was the next step forward, going forward. I think we've all been singing unity. Unity it is. However, let us understand that everybody is not going to come together and be on the same table. It's never going to happen. There's hunger at the town. Even the people, I think somebody made a very good analogy. I think that was Frederick. When he said, I think we are about 47 here, they said, let's go and protest. You won't get more than 8 people. That's reality for you. People are so hungry. If you say, oh, let's go protest, once they give them 2,000, they will not come out. That is how bad the country is. So let's face reality. And one thing I want to say is this. Please, anybody who comes to any public forum to criticize any of the people who have been so bold to stick their head out to confront this hydra-headed demon we have in Nigeria called government of Buhari, please, I will not take it lightly with that person. Do not criticize any of these people. Whether it's Igbo, whether it's Showore, whether it's Nnamdi Kanu, who are the other ones. Please, I beg of you, instead of criticizing them, save that energy and come out and do your own way. We will comment and support you. So in going forward, in terms of protest is the only way. The earlier we kind of, begin to raise our awareness, go to the grassroots, get people involved, the better for us. And then I want to respond to the call for celebrity. Celebrities will not come out and protest. They came out during the NSAS because where water don't touch creek, you don't touch Bokos. Because they were being killed by the SARS police. Their boys were being harassed, their workers were being harassed. That's why they had got to come out. They will never come out because they fed fat from the table of the corrupt people that we are fighting. They are what? It's just a battle of, it's a fight of inconvenience. They will never. It is the market women, the church people, those are the people we need to target. Target the market women and the church people. Then if you can target the lawyers, me personally, I picked a battle with my lawyer. I'm challenging that his education is useless. I will give him job again. You that is educated, learned colleague, you address yourself in court. You can't stand up for your country. How can the poor person, illiterate, stand up for the country? And I think during the last protest, he stood up. So let us educate. Let's reach out to those who are learned, especially in the legal environment as well. Market women, churches, students. Let's look for those people. Forget about celebrities. They will never come. They don't want that. They want enjoy. Listen to what Terry said. Terry said, I'm afraid, I can't talk, So that is just the mentality of all our celebrities. I beg to stop for now. Hope we have another opportunity to talk more. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Israel. Please, Mr. Adejumo Oyeleye, please quickly use your 1 minute, sir.
Thank you very much. I hope you can understand. You can hear me, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, what I'm seeing in this matter is that the people in Nigeria, the people living in Nigeria, they are like somebody or people in the darkness that they can't see. All what they are after is just to survive, to live and survive. The mistakes that we are seeing from abroad, they cannot see it because they are in that battle. They are there struggling. to come out of the darkness, but we are the light here in abroad. So the only thing that we can do is that we in abroad, we need to get ourselves together, to get ourselves together, and then mark my word and learn this, please know this. The meaning of war is we are rival. We are rival. That is the meaning of war. And this very word is in every Nigerian. It's like we are rival to each another, which we are not. Yeah. But the situation make the people to be thinking and to be acting even like that, So unless we have this what we call love in ourselves towards one another, we are going nowhere. And then secondly, please, there are people that they still live in abroad here, but they are corrupting even the mind of the people at home. They keep the money for those politicians here, for them. So they will still corrupt the mind of the people abroad that are ready to come together, to unite together, to save the life of the people in Nigeria. They will still corrupt the mind of those people here. So this is why we have to be taking the bull by the horn. Anybody you see, anybody you know that is doing that thing for the politician in Nigeria, ring the bell. Tell him, hey, my brother, this is what we are doing is not good. I heard about somebody, the junior brother was living here together with him. The junior brother went home. Now the junior brother is somehow minister, and they brought money that is just from the minister. They brought this money to him, and he said, oh no, because in abroad, in Europe here, we don't do that. You don't take bribe. He said no. But the senior brother, also from here, was telling him, if you don't take this money, I will take it. They are bringing money from you, from the to you from the government. You are saying no. You see, so this is where we have to start. So we need to.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Adejuma. Thank you for your time. Please let me call Mrs. Moturayo. Mrs. Moturayo, are you there now?
Oh, I'm here. Thank you so much. Have you called me before?
Yes, I called you before, but there was no response. So please give me 1 minute, please, madam.
All right. I was just wondering. All right. Thank you so much. I really appreciate this opportunity. And thank you for bringing us together again, at least to ponder on way forward. I know we've always have way forward. If I will start with, there's always way forward. It's just that we've not been following the way forward, and that is why we're still in this same position where we are. So the agitation, in the first place, I noticed when the agitation of separation comes in, I know if this is not personal, or if like self-determination that it was tagged on, then there will be political connection with it. And this is what the result has brought us today. And why I'm saying this, the only way I know we can end all this issue of that Nigeria is facing is for people to come together. I know we've said a lot, and we just need to echo this again. We all have to come together. It's only in one voice that the enemy will never be conquered. But when we don't have one voice and when we don't have focus, we've been dismantled by all this agitation that comes along. But if we focus in the first place, and this agitation can be something that will come after we achieve one thing or the other. But because we've not been doing the right thing in the first place, that is why we are here where we are. I had some people saying election, nobody should go for election. Whether we go for election or we not go for election we can't for Nigeria of today. Even before now, it has been as bad as that. I've been what's it called, electoral before in Nigeria before I came here, so I know how it works. They have the way they do their their printing of terms. So this is not the solution. The solution is when the Nigeria comes together, when Nigeria are ready for the battle. And lo and behold, the United Nations, all this country we are talking about, the Europe country, they are backbone of what is going on in Nigeria. And they knew that by separation, by pulling everyone to separate all, corrupting everyone's mind, we won't get the solution. But if we can always come together, when there is protest in Europe, what they do, the people, no matter what their government is saying, as long as they know that the government is not doing the right thing, people pull together. People come together to stand against the government, and that is how they get changes. But when we are looking for changes, for better life in Nigeria, and yet some people are coming up with agitation of different, all sorts of kind, then we won't go nowhere. So please, I hope there will be action after this. I know, sorry, I just started work, but that doesn't stop me from chipping what I can chip in, or if I can donate, if my donation will help. So if you don't see me in any, if you haven't seen me in any of the protests, don't think I'm not with you guys. I'm with everybody, and I've used my media as well to retweet, to do all things I can do. Please, let's just do the needed. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much, Mrs. Motura. Comrade Kelly Coco, please unmute yourself and say something. Comrade Kelly Coco, say something. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want you to, Comrade Kelly Coco, hold on for 1 second. Comrade Amoyele and Deyonju, they said a lot of people were arrested when they were about to turn up their telephone to join us, that they are very, very sorry, but they are with us in spirit, and that is it. Thank you. Comrade Kelly Coco, please.
Yes, thank you very much. In fact, can you hear me?
Yes.
In fact, I almost don't have anything to say again. After I listened to my GC, after I listened to Dr. Shidi, and after I listened to Engineer Israel, in fact, it's as if they all live in my head right now. Almost everything I jotted down has been said by almost all of them. So I'm just going to say, I want to appeal to everyone that we should be very, very careful and sensitive when we address issues. Please. Because if you want people to listen to you, no matter how beautiful your message is, the moment you use a wrong language from the beginning, you already nullify whatever you have to say. I heard somebody coming to condemn Nnamdi Kanu. That is bad. And you say you come from the South. I have been on Clubhouse almost 12 hours every day. And when these Hausa people come, ask them about Pastor Me, they will defend him. I open a club called Buhari Must Go. They will come there and insult me and curse us. Despite the fact that Buhari is not doing it well. But they never condemn their own. They will defend them. So why are you coming here publicly to condemn your, what are you doing? Come on. What are you doing? I know Nnamdi Kanu has protested many, many times before now. But because they don't listen to him, that's why it got to this stage. So don't useless, don't condemn whatever anybody is doing. If you think they are not doing it well, then come out and do your, let us follow you. You know, let's follow you, please. That being said, the issue of Southern, there are some questions I got on Clubhouse, and I want to ask people here. In conclusion, I want to ask people here. You know, these are Aboki people. When they come to Clubhouse, they ask us some questions. You know, they said, have you told your Southern leaders, why are they not bringing these things, this agitation, this secession, this, what do you call it, this constitutional amendment, this restructuring, why don't they bring it to the Senate? Even if they are more than us in number, even if the bill will not be passed, they should at least bring it out so that we will know, we will be able to justify that at least they brought it out, it was not passed. And that touches me. I couldn't answer that question because, you know, I can't answer it. I don't know if anybody has answer to it. Why can't they bring it out at least? Let them, at least, issue will say they brought a bill, wasn't passed, but they never did. You know, please, this is a question I want us to put at the back of our mind. Thank you very much, and thank you.
Thank you, Comrade Kelly. Please, can we have Dr. Chidi to say something to that, please? Dr. Chidi, can you please unmute?
Sorry, my volume was off for people that were watching on YouTube, but let me just quickly repeat what I said, but I'll summarize it. Thank you to everybody that came. If I offended you with my presentation, sorry about it. I apologize. And I had apologized to my brother, Eduvier. But thank you, Maegun, for putting this together. Let's continue the discussion. I see a lot of lovely, lovely people here. Biafra Child, Kelly Coco, thank you, Frederick Odorige, every other person. Let's continue this discussion. Like I said, I'm already in another meeting and I will beg to leave now.
Thank you so very much, Dr. Chidi. Thank you for your time. God bless you so much. We will just have Mr. Ebenezer Komolafe to use 1 minute. We are going to round up, and we're going to be rounding up. So, Honorable Frederick Odorige will take over. Thank you.
Heavy.
Hey, Dr. Chidi. First, I want to recognize my leader, one of two leaders here. I have the man that just spoke, Dr. Chidi Wanyang, a good friend, and I see him as my leader here in Toronto. And also Mr. Fred Odorige. You don't know me in person, but I know you well. I'm a member of GCDN and GCSDN here in Toronto, and I believe in what you are doing as well, of course, as Omoyele Shore. First, I want to say clearly that I align perfectly with what Opeyemi Ola said. I think he's one of the guests here. He made some very detailed and vital points that must not be ignored. So I go to what I want to say. Just like Kelly said, most of the things Dr. Chidi, Fred, everybody have mentioned one or two things. Nigeria is an hydra-headed problem that must be solved from different ways. But I want to drag our attention, and this I am saying to leaders like Fred, like Dr. Chidi, who are leaders of major, and affiliation to major groups that are known, like the Revolution Now, Take It Back, and the GCSDN. One question we should all ask ourselves is, what is the fundamental problem that has brought us to where we are today as a nation? That is one. Two, in the last recorded broadcast that Mr. Bukuari gave, he was asking the what is it called, the journalist. He said, what is their problem? What has he done that is not in the Constitution? That point rang bell in my head. And what I want to say is, for every protest, NSAS, this, that we have been doing, isn't it time for us to look at the fundamental problem of Nigeria, which I think might be the Constitution. Isn't it time for us to begin to draw our energy to that source of our problem, which can resolve so many things, including referendum? I am finding out now that as much as I'm a Yoruba man and I support Odua Nation and I support one Nigeria, there is no provision for referendum in the Constitution. So we need to fix the Constitution. This might be a point of attraction for all of us, talking about unity, for all the people who want the country broken up and those who want it united. We all have same problem of the Constitution. What are we doing in trying to harmonize with Ninas, people like Dele Farotimi, and every other people that are now bringing attention to the Constitution as the problem? Because this single Constitution will solve the problem of federal character that is there cheating the rest of the people. We stop the problem of the imbalance in resource allocation. We solve the problem of appointment that is given a kind of unitary power to Muhammadu Buhari to just be appointing anything that we cannot. The police, security, everything. So that among other things that I have, which many people have spoken, this is one point that I want to. The other thing is, in terms of strategy, while we are focusing on Constitution, how about we begin to re-strategize this idea of only facing Abuja for all our problems? Buhari must go, which I have a very good dress, a t-shirt for, and I was there at the June 12th here in Toronto. I also still feel that we are leaving out the main perpetrators of this problem, which are our representatives, who are getting plenty money. They are hiding behind Buhari must go, and they are just escaping, and they are the one doing us more damage. We need to maybe begin to re-strategize and begin to break their balls in all our localities. Why will a state governor be eating all the money despite the bad constitution, despite Buhari? Before Buhari came, all the state governors, they have been eating money. They have been, roads. Today, there is a video going about somebody in Edo State, one guy, he went to his constituent and he saw the road. He was using his hand to pull up the bitumen. Rubbish. You want to ask, where are the quality assurers in the local government? Who is looking after that thing? Because they have all eaten the money. Let everybody in the street begin to come out and face their local people. And we should focus more on that and begin to synergize on that level, other than we facing Buhari alone, or else we'll be on this thing forever. Thank you. There's too much to say, but
thank you so very much, sir. Thank you, Mr. Ebenezer Kamalafe. You are wonderful. Please, Mr.
Can I say something, please? Not right away, but if you can give me some room. I wanted to add to what he just said.
Please, somebody has not spoken and he's been raising his hand for 2 hours.
That's what I'm saying. Just keep me in mind.
All right, okay.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, my name is Kenneth. I'm calling from UK. I just want to comment on the last speaker about the Constitution and going back to our root, to our local governments and governors, to see how we can put things right. The problem is the Constitution, we know for sure, is not right. And if you look at it, they have the numbers and it has to do with numbers. Okay. So if you want to say using them to lobby, they cannot lobby because they have one voice, they have one tribe, and they are united. Whatsoever the case may be, they are united. So no matter how you go into that way, they will always come back futile. So for me, the best approach is like this revolutionary, because it's a violence, take it by force. If you want to follow the genuine way by passing through the senators and the reps and our lawmakers, they will certainly not succeed because they are fewer than those are the not that are for them. So the best formula is cracking it this way, going outside, thinking outside the box to see how we can penetrate, not passing through any lawmaker, not following the Constitution, trying to see how we can form a crack in the system with which they will now, when they lose their grip, then they will not give us room for us to negotiate. I think that's what I want to contribute. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much, sir. Thank you. All the way from London. Mr. Ola Olukomi, can you unmute for 1 minute, please? Then Honorable Frederick Odorige will summarize, please.
Yes, thank you for giving me 1 minute. We've all discussed on this issue that revolution is the answer. Revolution is the answer. How do we go about it? We all said we should go back to our state. We said our governors, they need to be addressed. But what if we direct our revolution towards our state assemblies, making sure they make laws that will enable, that will empower our people to protect themselves? Because the issue of security is the major thing right now. We need to protect our people. We don't want to allow these Fulani bandits to overrun our people. We need to ensure protection of our people. Let us direct our revolution to our state assemblies to make law that will empower our people to protect themselves. In whatever way they can protect themselves, let us just make that, let direct our energy towards that now. With that, I'm
Thank
done.
Thank you so much. Mr. Valo, Joe, do you want to say something, sir? Mr. Val? Okay, Mr. Israel, please quickly say something.
Yes, what I wanted to point out is this. The doctor that spoke from Canada, I forgot his name already. He made a very good point bringing the Constitution up. I don't know if we were informed that yesterday the PIB bill was passed. And those who care, who know about it, the Petroleum Information Bill, if you look at what was passed, 30% of NNPC profits. NNPC means any oil, any profit they make from exploration or production of oil or sales of oil in Nigeria will go to the development of what they classify as frontiers. And that means the Chad Basin, oil prospecting, and all that in the north. Do you know what that is? 30%. And do you know how it works? And guess what? Only the host communities, only 3% goes to the host community. The senators from, or the lawmakers from the south, they raised their hand, and guess what? They were shut up because they don't have the numbers. Right now, if that bill is passed by the General House now, and the president has sent to it, it will become a law. And once it becomes a law, it's like it's a red iron that you are beating to shape. It will be very difficult to change tomorrow. And this, you can see the recipes of disaster that we are causing in that country unabatedly. And that is a problem. Now, none of us is even paying attention to that. That will pass and it will go into law. There is no governor that voted. The senators did not revote. Even their people, they are not even aware. So these are the problems. We are here now talking about how to make the country better. And this is one now that is happening right now. So these are the issues. I just wanted to throw that one out there, so for people to have a clue, a good understanding.
Thank you so very much, sir. Thank you. So, Honorable Frederick Odorige, sir, your summary.
I would like to thank each and every one of you for finding time to come here. Spending 3 hours here shows how much we love our country. We are all angry at what is happening. We have different opinions on what should be done. And I feel that we should not just end this meeting by talking, but by following up with concrete actions, as many of us have discussed. I want to respectfully call on the moderator to summarize the concrete points that we have done, that we have spoken on, then post it on your Facebook, the concrete points, and let there be a follow-up. I would like to just address some issues, then I will conclude with a statement by Thomas Jefferson. Kelly Coco talked about a question that some people are asking him in his forum. Why are the senators not bringing up some bills? Why are they not bringing up some bills to move some bills? Now, Israel, Etake Buebu, also said that this is what happened in the Senate recently, passing this bill, but the senators were not from the South. We are not given opportunity. In summary, we're talking about senators here. I would like to say that one of the greatest problems we have in Nigeria today is the Nigerian senators. And I want you to know that the president of the Senate, Lawan, and the Speaker of the House of Reps, Baja Biamila, they have dual citizenship. Therefore, they can mess up with Nigeria and escape with their families. And we will be fighting ourselves. How are we going to be fighting ourselves? They now sign every bill, anything Buhari says, all the borrowing, they just sign. Then, the oppressed people, like the followers of Nnamdi Kanu, they might become another form of violent agitators in the future. The followers of Igboho will become so angry, they'll become new forms of agitators, because this is how Boko Haram started. It was not a violent group. It was not a terrorist group, but it was when their leader, Yusuf Mohammed, was killed that they became violent. Now the Shiites are being killed because their follower, their leader, Ibrahim El-Zakzaki, has been in prison since December 2015. These people will all become violent, and a new breed of bandits, terrorists, or whatever names we call, will come out to fight the system. And we, the people, are going to be the target. Each and every one of us. So we are going to begin to experience all of these things unless the wise ones in government begin to do the needful. What Nigeria needs today is not the arrest of Nnamdi Kanu. It is not the arrest of Igboho. It is not the detention of El-Zakzaki. We need healing. Our country is bleeding from all sides. We need reconciliation. We need restoration. But why are the people in government not advising Buhari? We have 5 senior advocates of Nigeria. The vice president is a professor of law, senior advocate of Nigeria. Who is advising Buhari? Why are they not talking? They are not talking because we, the people, we are not acting enough. Somebody asked if I'm still doing our videos. Yes, the answer is yes, I'm still on YouTube. You have to subscribe. And I also do a Saturday program in Pidgin English, Saturday, 5 o'clock Nigerian time. Now, these senators, in their very presence, I mean, senators from the South, from the East, from the West, from the Middle Belt, they were there when Buhari started to construct railway to Niger Republic. What did they do? They have been there. None of them have raised a motion that they should remove Buhari as a president or as a minister of petroleum. They are there. One of us also said that we should begin to ask our local government, our representatives and our governors questions. Yes. Theodore Oji was governor of Abia State for 8 years. In those 8 years, every month, he was paying 500 million naira into his private account. Money for security votes. For 8 years, that amount of money became 48 billion, which is stole from the Abia people. If Fulani herdsmen kill somebody in Abia State, who will you blame? Within that 8 years. Today, that man, that same man, is a senator making laws for you and for me. His son, Chinedum, is now the speaker of the House of Assembly, Abia State. Are our Biafran brothers asking these governors questions? Number 2, President in Nigeria, Professor of Law, Osinbajo. Are our Duduwa brothers asking them questions? Today, my people in Delta State are still very loyal to James Ibori. After stealing us dry, we remain loyal. I don't mean to be insulting, but can I ask a question? Are we stupid? Are we stupid as a people? Which country will tolerate what Nigerians have tolerated? Which country? Which country? Which country? So I want to continue to say that we must begin to speak with one voice. If we must fight again tomorrow, today, let us fight as one first. Let us fight as one first. I told you, when these people are agitating, let's bring all of them together. Let's support them. But I remain unapologetically one Nigeria. Why am I supporting one Nigeria? Because I know that we are too blessed to be poor. We are too rich to be poor. We are too rich to beg. We are too rich to be insecure. But we suffered because in our very before, we allowed a few nitwits in government to bring our country to its toes. Who will not be proud to be a Nigerian, if not for bad governance? That is the problem. But as we are watching what government is doing, we must begin to give our support. I started this program by telling you that first they came for Omoyele Sowore, and we did not speak out because we are not revolutionaries. Then they came for Nnamdi Kanu, and we did not speak out because we are not Biafrans. Then they came for Sunday Igboho, and we did not speak out because we are not pro-Dudua. One day, very soon, very, very soon, they will come for each and every one of us. And there will be no one left to speak or fight for us, because there will be no one left. So when we fight, we can win together. But when we fight separately, we are going to lose together. I want you to leave this place believing that we have a coalition known as the Global Coalition for Security and Democracy in Nigeria. We are trying to bring different groups together. Let's build a citizen-owned government. Whatever we have discussed here, we're already trying to articulate it in our coalition. I'll put our email address here. Try to get in touch. Join a chapter wherever you are, all over the world. Finally, there is a statement which I hold very dear to my heart. This is the statement that I want to share with you as my concluding statement. Actually, it has really been an honor being here with you. And this statement was made by Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States of America. I'm concluding now. And he said, we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men and women are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. That whenever any form of government becomes destructive to these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or abolish it, and to institute new government, laying its foundations on each principle and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to effect their safety and happiness. I am telling you that our safety and our happiness lies in our hands. Fellow Nigerians, let us rise up now. Tomorrow is not a promise. Thank you and good night.
Thank you. Thank you so very much, Honorable Frederick Odorige. You have even summarized everything. And tonight is just an excavation for learning. We have learned so much, and we have said a lot today, and we will ponder on it. The summary is so easy. a lot of people highlighted togetherness, that coming together, and that we should jettison tribalism, jettison every other thing we are holding to ourselves, and come into togetherness to really doing the needful by making this government accountable. And a lot of people said that we ourselves, we are the problem. We, the citizens, we are the problem because we sold our commonwealth, like somebody said, by giving a lot to the people that are representing us, that are misrepresenting us. Miseducation is part of the problem. And you will see that people talked about, why are we challenging people that are trying to make our lives better? The revolutionary ones, like Omoyele Sowore, Mazi Kanu, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Chief Sunday Igboho. If we cannot do their job, they said, why do we criticize them and stuff? Because everybody likes to do the talk, staying behind the computer, but you are not really proactive by contributing your quota that can change things. We don't need criticism of all these revolutionary ones that are doing the needful. Because one, Nigeria is bleeding seriously.
I want to talk.
So we need to get into togetherness, and the diasporans, people in the diaspora, you are doing very well because we contribute a larger chunk of money that we send through MoneyGram, Western Union, to making things better. Honorable Frederick Odorige said, Nigerians they withstood a lot of hardship that no other country can go through what we are going through. It's true, because the resilience in us, in our DNA, is second to none. Everywhere you see a Nigerian, we are very resilient people. And the government, they failed us. The PDP, the APC, those are our Achilles heels. Once we get to understand that it is high time to take these people that cannot provide constant light, better health care, better things to improve our lives, because somebody said it again and said, do you think we want to live here forever? Yeah, I think it is Honorable Odorige that said it. Yeah, even if we have the passport, Dr. Chidi, Canadian passport, Odorige, Hungarian passport, Kelly Koko, German passport, big German passport, that passport, British passport, whatever. We are not them. We are from Nigeria. We are still Nigerians. It's impossible to be a white person. They don't even like us. They are only accommodating us because of the human, we are human being trajectory. We are the ones that are going to change Nigeria. Nobody is going to change it for us. We just need to get ourselves together, get our acts together, get into more unison. Biafran child said it. You see, that the other madam should not say that we are being marginalized. Nobody is marginalized. We're all the children of a king. Nigeria belongs to all of us. We must enjoy everything that country has. You see, we need to challenge the system. We don't need to give in. We will not stop fighting. We will not. They can arrest everything, arrest anybody, but we will not give in. That is the scare tactics, but it's not working on us, and it will never. A lot of other agitators are going to sprout out to defend their rights. You can't be born in the midst of plenty and still wallow in abject poverty. This is why people like former President Donald Trump said he has never seen people like us, because we have all the natural resources and everything to take care of our citizenry. Dr. Chidi Wanyanwu said, come to Canada and see the way the politicians, the way they buy houses and everything. And it's true. Come to America, come to Dubai, go to London. It is crazy. We have to challenge the system. We don't need to give in. They want us to give in. They want us to fight each other. They want us to be broken. We are not going to be broken. You see, we need to thank people like Omoyele Sowore, Comrade Omoyele Sowore. They are in forefront. We need to thank Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We need to thank Chief Sunday Adeyemo Igboho. You know, we have to thank all of these people. Because if these people can jettison their good life and say, I want to defend the cause, I want to change the lives of people, alleviating poverty that is man-made, it is man-made. We create man-made poverty. Yeah? We don't know how to love each other. We just know how to scatter, which is wrong. We need to fight the system. Keep on writing. Keep on doing what you're doing. Thank you, Dr. Chidi Nwayawu. Sir, love you so much. You're so blessed for coming over to this show. And God bless you so very much. And my other boss, Honorable Frederick Odorige. Sir, thank you so very much. I thank you for your love. I thank you for coming over. I see some people want to join us, but we've expended a lot of time. So let people go and have dinner. Even myself, I'm in the hospital. I just gave you a background of this thing, but if I pull the thing to you, I am in the hospital. I told Prince Ewamade that I'm actually in the hospital, but they allow me to do this and stuff. They just told me that not to raise my voice, but I just have to do the needful. I mean, I'm in serious pain about all what is happening to Nigeria. We need to change things. We can do it. We're doing good. Let's push more better. Comrade Kelly Koko, I can't stop loving you. You are so wonderful. Mr. Sama Dada, Winston Ade, and Val Ojo wants to say something. So unmute yourself, Mr. Val Ojo.
Hello, sir. Can't even see myself right now. Okay, I can see myself now. Good job, sir. I'm so sorry. I've been busy. I actually hosted a show earlier on Clubhouse. Comrade Kelly was there. You know what? That knocked me out. But you know what? We'll keep doing what we have to do. I respect all the activists on ground, starting with amiable Comrade Omoyele Sowore, to very brave Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and Mr. Chief Sunday Igboho Osha. We'll continue to follow up with their activities. They are doing well. They are making us proud. And we are hoping someone from the northern region will rise up to the occasion. We'll continue to pray for them, because I believe we cannot do without prayers. We continue to pray for the northern Nigeria. They are also in captivity, and they need to be free. So we all need to be free in Nigeria. Either we want to remain as a nation, or we want to go our separate ways. I applaud your sagacity, my prince.
Thank you, sir. Thank you much. Thank you. Yeah, you said it well.
And thank you so much. I'm amiable author. Well, I heard you speaking. You're very volatile. I wish that Nigerians will understand how much those of us in the diaspora are working just to make sure that that country, you know, even if not for us, for the forthcoming generation, you know. Personally, I am beginning to lose hope that I will enjoy a better Nigeria. But at least I want a country, if not as Nigeria, but as a Yoruba nation, where my daughter can travel to and enjoy all the benefits of a nation. So right now, everything I'm doing, I'm not selfish. It's not for me, but for the forthcoming generation. And I want to use this opportunity to ask that we should try and reach out to the lady that lost her daughter yesterday. I've made a post on Facebook, but I've not gotten any response from anybody. But I would try as much as possible to reach out to that lady. We don't have to know them. We don't have to be related to them. Any Nigeria that die in battle, it should be reached out to. Let us try as much as possible to reach out to people. Please, I beg of us. Thank you so much, Prince. I love you. You know I do. And please, I'm so sorry to hear that you're in the hospital. And look at you. You're in the hospital and you're still doing all this. May God strengthen you. May you heal. And every other person on this platform, I'm sorry I can't mention everybody. We love you. Let's keep fighting. Revolution now.
Now. Thank you so very much, Comrade Val. Thank you so very much. And our heartfelt condolences, we send it to our beautiful princess that were killed gruesomely by the government of President Muhammadu Buhari. Her blood is on your neck, President Muhammadu Buhari.
Yes.
We will never stop fighting and we will never stop defending. Thank you so much. I see Madam Bola just joined. Please, do you want to quickly say something for 1 minute? Please unmute yourself. Do you want to say something? Madam Bola just joined. We are going to close up in 3 minutes. So, Comrade Kelly Coco, I thank you so very much.
Okay, I put a message on the chat box. I want people to let's take the conversation to Clubhouse. We can continue over there.
Okay.
It is no data and doesn't take data, and it is more of what do you call it?
Interactive.
Yeah, interactive over there. I put the link on the chat box. Let everybody follow so that we can continue over there as after party.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please, like my comrade said, he said, please, you are invited to Clubhouse. The message, the link is there. Please follow it. Clubhouse is very, very interesting. So we can all continue. I have to take a shot now, so I have to be leaving for now. Dr. Chidi, sir, I can't stop loving you. Thank you to everybody. Mrs. Ibironke Williams. Let me mention everybody in 1 minute. Mrs. Motunrayo Olofin, Mrs. Sarah, Mr. Ade Tunji Oyeleye, Mr. Ola Olukami, Blessing Omo Kawo, my own sweet lady Jenny B. Love you so much. Dr. Patrick Akimbola is here all the way from New York City. Ata Ikide, thank you, sir. Ayinke,
thank you. I appreciate the opportunity of listening in on your meeting. Keep up the good job.
Yes, sir. You want to quickly say something for 1 minute, sir?
Well, just one quick second. Okay. I really would just like to say that this is a marathon. It's not a sprint. And when you listen to all of this dialogue, you recognize how far apart. And the truth of the matter is that there are no shortcuts to addressing this problem. Our operation didn't begin yesterday, and it's not going to be unraveled with any magic wand. So I just want to thank everyone who has been part of today's meeting. Encourage you all to be patient with one another. My major suggestion would be that at the end of the day, we need a grassroots movement. So I agree with all of those that talk about the commonality of interests. I am a nationhood advocate, whereby I'm saying that the Oduduwa, Biafra, specific regions being able to devolve is something that will make for a more effective approach rather than trying to devolve power based on the current structure. And so from that standpoint, I just would like to restate again that let's not think that all this discussion for one day is all that it is going to take. Prince, I appreciate your passion, your hard work, your commitment.
Thank you.
I really would just like to encourage you also not to get tired or, this whole thing is the youth that are going to liberate Nigeria. And from that standpoint, we need to just continue to support you as much as we can. And on your own part, try to continue to circle the wagons among yourselves. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much, sir. So, ladies and gentlemen, on this note, we are going to be saying Auf Wiedersehen from the way we say it in Germany. And we thank you all for coming over. God will continually bless you. Don't give in. The struggle continues. You heard Dr. Akiwala, he said it's a marathon. It's not a sprint race. You have all spoken. You took your time to expressing yourself in the best way because you believe in a new Nigeria. And if God says we are going to part, we are going to go separate ways, is the Lord's wish. But we are open that we will not fight war. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please.
Aluta continua.
Aluta continua. God bless you so much.
Victoria Asata.
Yes, sir. Thank you. So you can join Clubhouse by Kelly Coco. The link is there. And
Kelly, I don't see me active. I'm here. I'm there already, but I can't see anyone.
Kelly, please. Kelly, please quickly talk.
Okay, I will join you now.
Okay.
Let me open the room.
Thank you so much. God bless you all. Thank you.
Revolution.
Now.
Now.
Thank you.